Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Hello,
this
Internet.
Week brought to you by this week's podcast with Gus,
Carrie,
Barbara,
Jack,
and Gus.
Hey.
and Kerry once more.
Yeah.
In case you
Good
didn't hear
Carrie
him.
again. Welcome back,
Just
Carrie.
go-
It's been a while. It's been a while. You've been on the
Been a
podcast
while.
recently, but I wasn't on the podcast
yeah, that
when
was
you
when
were.
Matt was on.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, Kerry,
Oh yeah, were you gone?
for a little bit.
Welcome back, Jack.
Hey, thank you. It's been
Nice
it's been
to
about a
have you
month
on.
or two since I've been off the been on the podcast.
I guess also
Wasn't that long
Barbara.
for you?
Yay.
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Was it only 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Time
There was a big
flies.
gap before that one, so I think I
Before we
pissed
got
Gus
before
off at something. Or maybe we just worked too
That's
closely
what I was
on Let's Play
assuming
Live.
because like before 2 weeks ago, I wasn't on for like a year.
What?
Yeah, it was a long time. I don't know actually. I don't know.
Y'all are full of shit.
I know.
That's not
Well,
true
you
at
were
all.
busy, right? He's probably doing you a favor.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what like when I cry myself
I
to
got you,
sleep at
Gus.
night. I'm just like,
He was
He's
doing you a
thinking of
favor,
me.
sure,
he's
Carrie.
letting
Yeah.
you work.
Actually, I have asked you and Miles several times.
Have
Y'all
I
have been
ever?
too busy.
I don't know if I've ever been on a
In your
podcast
face.
with you, Carrie.
yes, you have.
I'm
Have
sure
I?
you have.
Absolutely.
Like maybe ages ago. Must have been a long time ago.
I mean, in this building, in
In
this
this-
set.
really?
Yes.
When?
I don't know.
I'm
On my
sure-
calendar?
Was the one with you, Miles, and maybe Gus?
Oh, no.
Probably
I
Gus.
remember. This was when I had to do the podcast one time, and I picked you, me, Kerry, Miles, and I think John was the fifth person.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
Okay.
a 5-person podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. In the shot with Barbara, the flowers are in focus.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
shot in Carrie, the flowers are out of focus.
Hey, the beautiful.
Oh,
No one's sending me flowers.
It's
let's be
because
honest.
I'm the advertising.
Yeah.
for-
yeah. Just
Yeah.
point
Flowers.
at them.
so how you been,
Um,
Gus? Anything interesting going
good.
on in the world of Gus right now?
Um,
The wonderful world of color of Gus.
I really like
My,
your socks.
Thanks. They're
Sorry.
red and blue. I'm an event.
You're
Oh,
gonna Vince.
boy.
That shocks
So-
me that Gus would be upset
It's
about
good because
something.
I'm a little warm over here.
This. I don't even know what that was. So this morning, last night, there was like a big storm that moved.
Yeah,
through
about 1
Austin
a.m. woke me up.
and woke me up and everything.
Slept through that shit.
So I woke up and the lightning and thunder was going off, and so I was like, I'm just gonna use my phone. I'm using the internet on my phone for a bit. So I'm
Yeah.
like browsing the internet, checking Twitter and stuff. And
Oh, it's
eventually-
an internet story. I love it.
eventually the storm passes, and I put my phone down. Whatever. Go back to sleep. Wake up next day, and as usual again, morning routine.
Yeah, you
Of course.
check your Twitter, check your email.
Internet's working fine. Sometime between 9 and 10, I get like a notification that I'm at work at this point. I get a notification that my phone can't talk to like some of the connected apps I have at home.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's weird. And then my wife, texts me, oh, our internet's down at home. I'm like, oh, okay, that's bizarre.
That's
Yeah.
odd.
I call Time Warner, and they're like, oh, okay, there's
Time Warner.
yeah, there's an outage in the area. We'll take care of it. Then eventually they call me back later. They're like, all right, outage is resolved. Internet's still not working. Well, that's
Uh-oh.
weird. So I go home, reboot everything, still not working. I call them, and they're like, yeah, we can't communicate with your modem. We can't communicate, with your DVR. Everything in my house related to them is just down. I'm like, okay, well, and they say we're gonna have to send a technician out. I'm thinking, okay, great. When's he gonna be here?
Sometime.
They
Sorry.
say he'll be there Wednesday at 9 a.m.
What the fuck?
And I was like,
That seems
fuck?
about
are
right.
you serious? And they're
And
like,
it's
yeah,
Monday
this
today.
is Monday. So
It's
yeah,
like Monday, like 10 a.m. probably.
Yeah, so so basically, I'll be there in 48 hours. Like, you're telling me I have no service from you. Everything's down. It'll be 48 hours. Like, yeah, you're on our priority list. I was like, that's the priority list. I was like, all right, whatever. So I go
You
outside.
could watch like an entire season of 24 in that time.
2.
Yeah.
So then, I used to work at the phone
Yeah, yeah.
company with Bernie and Jeff and those guys. So I'm like, I know this shit. I'm gonna go outside.
You know how to
you
work
know
on
the
the pole.
bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go outside and I realize what happened. Someone had unplugged my cable. There's a Watson back there.
Oh, just on the
Jesus
couch. All right.
Someone had unplugged my cable from the pole
What?
Jesus.
and then like curled it up and left it like by where I parked my car. I was like, oh, well, here's a problem. So I called Time Warner back. I'm like, well, I found the problem. I was like, my cable's just unplugged. You literally just need to send someone out here with a ladder and then go up and plug it back in. That's it. Like I know what the problem is. It'll take them like 5 minutes.
So they said, all right, we'll be there in 20 minutes.
No, they said, all right, cool. We'll be there Thursday at 9 a.m. And I said, wait.
What?
I said, the last guy said Wednesday. They're like, oh, no, he was wrong. We won't be there till Thursday. I'm like, you're telling me I have to wait 72
Well, I
hours?
mean, ladders are tough to find in Austin.
I know
guys.
what
I
the
mean,
problem is. I told you what it is. They're like, yeah, well, you're on the priority list. Like, yeah, I know, I'm on the priority list.
Yeah.
If you weren't on the priority list, we couldn't be out there till May 7th. I'm like,
Whoa!
are you fucking kidding me? I was like,
So 2 weeks.
I said, I could call a competitor and get brand new service installed before you can come out and fix it. And they were like, yeah. I was like, sweet.
You can do it,
All
bitch.
right.
Okay.
So
what are you
AT&T's
gonna
getting
do?
your service, right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, then, so I was pissed off, and I was trying to price out like comparative service at other providers locally. So like I log into my Time Warner account on the website, and because I want to see how much I pay.
Yeah.
And I could see my appointment there, and it's just like reschedule appointment. I thought, all right, I'll click on that and see what happens. Tuesday, 8 a.m. I rescheduled my own appointment from Thursday to Tuesday, and
That
so
they couldn't do.
that they
for
couldn't
some
do
reason.
on the fucking phone over 2 phone calls.
Wow.
So hopefully now the guy shows up tomorrow at 8 a.m. and fixes it?
Oh my God.
Question mark?
So Google Fiber,
bullshit.
right?
yeah, Google
Yeah.
Fiber. One thing
Thank
that
God.
Other provider.
It's just a shame Comcast didn't acquire them.
Oh, geez,
That would
that
have
would
totally saved all of our problems.
this,
All my problems.
shipped them, like made them all great. One thing that bugs me about that conversation is you're renting a modem. That kind of shocks me. I figure of all people, you would own your own modem.
I used to own my own modem.
They're like $50, and they
Yeah.
charge like $8 a month. To
I
use
had
them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can buy a
I
cable
thought that
modem.
was part of the service.
No,
No.
you're
You can buy
renting.
it, go to
You're renting a
Fry's.
modem.
I used to own my own modem, but I started having problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like sometimes my service would just drop out, and their excuse was always like, "Well, it's not our modem. We can't do anything
Oh,
about
okay.
it."
Yeah.
So like, fuck it. All
I just
right.
want a modem that doesn't have a router built into it.
Yeah, I disabled the router. I disabled everything.
I
Mine is
disable
just
it
a bridge.
every time I restart it. It comes back.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I can't do my log me in for my PSP. My
Yeah.
Vita.
Oh yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I helped you with that.
You did.
So
It
anyway,
works great.
Problems.
go online and buy your own modem, Kerry.
I'll probably do that.
It's like you can get one between like $50 and $90, and it'll pay
spend
itself off in like 6 to 8 months, basically.
Yeah.
I rent
So.
one.
Yeah.
I just realized I've never bought my own. I'm too lazy. It's
Yeah.
worth it for
I didn't know
me.
I was paying for it, so now that's a problem.
Surprise.
Yeah, and then like so I have that shitty modem, that fucking piece of shit.
Is it the one that looks like the
Ah.
PlayStation, like it's
Yeah.
giant?
Yeah, I have that.
and
Yeah.
it sucks dick
Well,
because
So
it's got like
excited.
built-in Wi-Fi.
Yep.
That works for 30 seconds when you boot it up, and then
Yep.
just stops working, and they charge you $4.99 or $5.99 a month for it.
Nice.
God damn it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Hooray.
About that too. I fucking.
So
But
is
net
that where you
neutrality,
were?
right?
Is that where you were at lunch today?
No, I was I was helping my wife out. She had her wisdom teeth extracted over the weekend.
Yeah.
And she was on a spaceship.
The video was amazing.
She's still recovering
Okay.
from wisdom teeth extraction.
It's so weird. I
That shit
recovered
sucks.
from my wisdom teeth being taken out within the day. Like some people say how they had to have like applesauce or ice cream for weeks or something. I had steak that night.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have some type of alien mouth, apparently. Ladies.
Well, now, so you were with me when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. You
was.
picked me up from, or you took me home from the dentist place.
I brought you in and took you home.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to drive because they drug you up and all this stuff.
Yeah, they
And
do.
I remember coming out of it and like being fine, like very quickly.
You have no idea how disappointed I was.
I
by
was
that.
disappointed.
I
'cause
had my camera out ready to go.
I know, and even there was like a guy next to us who was like, he thought he was in a race car.
Yeah.
And he was like, vroom, vroom, and it was just like, I wish I was
And
doing
you were
something
just like,
stupid like
Can you
that.
get me up again
Hey.
real quick? Like, can you just make me like?
I don't know. I mean, I
Sammy
came out
Sandlin?
like apparently. So I texted Katie when I was still under. Like after they woke me up, I texted her apparently.
Uh-huh.
And then by the time I got to the recovery room, I was fine. And I was just sitting there like, well, you have to stay here for like 20 or 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I
Did
was
you
like,
get the gas or the intravenous?
I get intravenous.
Okay.
And that was pretty cool when they put it in. He was like, oh, like you're like, okay, everything. Oh, I'm a little drunk, right?
Yeah, because I got the
And then
gas,
it's
and
out.
apparently you don't get that
Really?
effect.
Did you pass out from that?
What do you mean?
Like from the intravenous?
I
thing?
think-
Yeah, they
Did
knock
actually-
you out. Or
I know. I
don't-
didn't knock out.
I don't think it knocks you out.
I went in like a twilight state.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
just
really?
your brain stops writing.
Yeah. If I
the
could,
needle lifts.
That's so scary.
I would pay money to be able to just like at any point go in the twilight state. That shit was awesome.
I mean,
I didn't worry about anything.
there's money that could buy you that carry.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You
can
probably buy that
especially in
machine.
Is
Austin.
it like mushrooms or what is that?
Probably any
Like,
any type of.
Can you buy that?
hallucinogen.
Like I know people abuse pharmaceuticals, right? Like people abuse painkillers and
Yeah.
stuff.
How do you get in on that?
Right. How do you get in on like you got any of that Twilight shit?
Yeah, there's like a nurse. Like, it's even got a cool name, Twilight.
I mean, can you buy medical equipment? Like if I
You got
wanted
some
to,
werewolf?
if I
I'm sure you could somehow.
like if I wanted to buy an
Don't wanna
MRI,
go on a
like, if I
spaceship.
had $2 million, could I just go buy an MRI?
You'd probably
just for my
need some
house?
type of license, I imagine.
think so?
Yeah.
Could I afford somebody to like operate it for
Yeah.
me?
Is there a black market? Like
Pay someone to go to medical
equipment?
school.
Yeah, seriously, they just put it in. It's just like I stopped caring about things. It's just like, oh, they're jamming stuff into my teeth. That's cool. Whatever.
So you were conscious, like you
Oh,
saw
the
them.
whole time.
That's so weird.
But do you
Yeah.
remember it?
Yeah.
Well, no,
100%.
there's a different thing though. They can drug you up where you're conscious, or they can knock you out. At least they gave me that option.
Oh, they didn't give me an option.
Yeah, they could drug you up where you're conscious and you don't remember, like that
That's what you
animated
had,
adventure.
right?
Yeah, where I got my endoscopy.
Yeah.
That's what I had. Like I was awake
Where
and
you had the
talking,
pizza?
but no memory of it.
Yeah, I had two like sessions because they took out one and took out the rest of the
Very
three.
good sesh.
Yeah, this is the whole thing I've talked about this draining boogies, all that. But the first time they just did the needle and I was awake for the whole thing, and it wore off at the end. And then the second time they did the twilight state and I was just awake the whole time. I remember it all.
And you just saw them poking around in your mouth?
Yep.
Oh, I would hate that.
I could even feel like it on my cheeks and stuff. I couldn't feel like the pain.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
No, thank
I was
you.
completely out for mine.
But the thing is, that's the thing. Like, because of the Twilight state, I didn't give a shit. I thought it was cool. Like, I thought it was cool. I was
You're
like,
on
yeah.
a spaceship.
Yeah, I was like, woo.
A tooth spaceship.
Yeah. But I remember it all. It was weird.
Man.
And then you said something about the pizza that woman ordered. I assume that was at Mod Pizza.
Yeah, so I was, my wife wasn't going to be able to eat because she was getting her teeth extracted, and so I felt guilty, and I didn't want to eat food in front of her, so I went out to Mod Pizza next door, and I got a pizza there. The woman in front of me ordered the most fucking disgusting pizza I've ever heard in my life. I couldn't believe
Have
it.
we talked about what Mod Pizza is? So Mod Pizza is like the Chipotle of pizza, where you go through and you just they give you like your dough, and then you say what you want on it, and they just put it on and then bake it, and it's always the same price. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's just down the street from us. I don't know if anyone's talked about it before, but apparently there's a few in the country.
So
and
can you?
it's
I've only been
really
there
awesome.
once. Can you just go and just get like, hey, put 4 pounds of steak on it, and then just like scrape it off?
I don't think you can do that.
Okay.
we call that Balloon Christomaris.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little extra.
Yeah, can I get,
little
can I get a
extra.
little more?
I like the Tyler.
Just a little
Tyler there's good.
Yeah. I only got the Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, it's just
I got a
meat.
cheese pizza there because I'm living on the edge of glory.
So the woman in front
And
of me
dairy.
ordered the most disgusting pizza I've ever seen. I'm going to see if I can remember what it was. It had a pesto sauce,
Yum.
Not a
no
good start.
cheese.
Yum.
No
Um,
cheese?
No, it was green beans, asparagus, mushrooms,
Okay.
lemon with the rind.
Oh.
They have that there?
Was
Yeah,
she, was
and
she
then-
rushing a sorority or something?
And then like they had a little dish of like pepper, of black pepper, and then she like reached over the sneeze guard and was like, "Are those chia seeds? Can
Oh,
I get the
no.
chia seeds?" And like, "No, that's pepper." She's like, "Oh, you don't have any chia seeds, do you?" So who the fuck is it? Like,
What the fuck is a chia seed?
I was like,
Is
what
it like
you
a
put on a
chia
chia
pet?
pet?
Yeah.
That's how you put the paste on there and put the chia seeds on, and it
Yeah.
makes the hair.
Yeah, it's delicious. See, that pizza actually sounds pretty good to me.
No.
No.
I like all those ingredients.
But no cheese on a pizza?
That's like, that's blasphemy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
You need the
using
cheese,
dough
that's like
as
the glue.
it's using dough as a delivery method to your mouth.
Ugh.
so that was absolutely disgusting. I
Good
can't. I cannot abide that, Barbara. You can never order that pizza.
I
in my
promise I
presence.
won't.
Can we call that the
Do
Barbara?
that next time. Let's go to Mod Pizza tomorrow, guys.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
I'm stupid. So
I'd love to go.
I had
And Kerry.
Mod Pizza
And Jack.
on Saturday.
Friends, And broadcast.
I had it again for lunch today, and then I had Eastside Pies for dinner.
Nice.
In the words of Little Caesar, pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
Do you like Little Caesar?
I hate Little Caesars.
Really? Okay.
Do you like it?
They make the square pizzas, right?
Look,
Like, that was a big
for
thing.
a $5 pizza, it's a good pizza. That's all I'm saying.
Or
good.
a bacon crust pizza.
Yeah.
Are you pro or anti Mr. Gaddy's?
I do not like Mr. Gaddy.
You do not
Is
like
anybody
Mr.
no.
pro Mr. Gaddy's?
I love Mr. Gaddy's.
I like the experience. I don't like the pizza. That's like going to like.
You
What's
like
the
Gaddy Land.
experience like?
Yeah, exactly.
I've
Yeah,
only
there's
had
like,
Mr. Gaddy's when it was delivered. So what's the Mr.
there's
Gaddy's
like video
experience?
games and shit too.
Well,
Well, it's only Gaddy Land.
Yeah, Gaddy Land's
Yeah.
like a buffet, and then they have like arcade games.
Oh,
and
so
stuff
is
as
it like
well.
CC's?
It's like a cooler
Well,
CC's.
CC's is basically like a trash dump you walk into.
No, I know.
It's like the Dave and
So
Buster's
it is like
of pizza.
CC's, is what you're saying.
My parents, we used to go to Florida every winter for vacation, and there was
Of
a
all the places,
well, it was
Yeah.
cold and that place was warm.
I guess.
And there was a CC's pizza that my parents loved to take us because for the only reason of you walk in and everyone goes, "Hey, welcome to CC's," and they love that because no one greets you at a restaurant
I'm
in
gonna
Canada.
start doing that every
apparently.
time I see you walk in.
Hey,
Hey, welcome to RT.
It'd be nice if like really
Please
fancy
don't.
restaurants started doing that. Hey, welcome to Roost Chris. Hey, come on in.
have a seat.
Yeah,
No,
let's use the
but probably-
bathroom, please.
Doesn't work.
Speaking of
See
which,
menu, no thanks.
Carrie saved me earlier today.
I did. Well, we can't really talk. Well, I guess we can talk.
We
about
talk
it.
about it. We don't talk about specifics.
Yeah.
But we have.
You forgot the code, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
the code to the bathroom.
There's a hint to the code that makes it make sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just memorized the code. It's 4 digits.
Yeah.
No, it's
Really?
5.
Oh, that's true. That's fine.
But yeah, it was like one of those things where I got
The
there. I
eyebrow
realized
raise.
I tried a couple of times, and if you get the code wrong, like it times you out, and you
Oh
have
my
to wait
God.
and try again. I tried like 3 times. I was like, fuck it, I don't need to go. So it's like I walked back to my desk. I was like, I'll just go later.
Why didn't you walk across to the bungalow?
That's so far.
Yeah, it was far. I guess I could have gone into sound check as
check?
well. Just
Yeah.
like I don't know. I was so defeated.
Yeah, I
after
still
having
use those
stood there.
sometimes.
Were you embarrassed? You like logged out and walked away?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
What?
look at me.
Which number were you gonna make? 'Cause
One.
okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't think you'd walk away from a twosy.
No, I run to it.
You'd
too.
waddle away.
I'm groundhogging it.
Groundhogging, that's what you call it?
Isn't that what it's? There's a movie where they say that.
Oh. I was thinking turtle head.
Yeah.
Turtle
Yeah.
headed.
Turtling.
Someone needs to help me on what movie that was.
Dude.
It's like a little kid that yells that.
Rat Race.
Yes, thank
Good
you.
Lord.
I love that
Dude,
movie.
y'all are much younger than me.
Speaking of movies, I watched the first 5 minutes of Dumb and Dumber 2
I'm sorry.
and turned it off. That movie was so bad.
Wait, it came out?
Yeah, it's on DVD or
it
Blu-ray or
came
whatever.
out in theaters and now it's on Blu-ray.
Yeah, all I heard was like, man, this doesn't look like it's gonna be good, and now apparently
It's
okay.
terrible.
I'm behind.
It's like they were making a joke, trying to be as bad as they could, and then they were succeeding very well. 'Cause
Is
it's
that
horrible.
it? Like, is it a meta movie?
No, I don't think so. I think it's actually a serious movie, or it's a movie movie. It's not like a serious movie.
the series took a strange turn.
Guys, you can quote Jack on that now.
It's Christopher Nolan's take on Dumb and Dumber. It's really dark and
So
gritty.
5 minutes you got in?
It was so bad. I got to the point where, so I mean, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but like the beginning of the movie,
I think
it's-
they ruined it
it's,
for us.
Was it Lloyd? Which one is
Making it.
Lloyd? Is that Lloyd Christmas is what's his name from
Lloyd is
Newsroom?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's Lloyd. Okay, and then the other one's Jeff Bridges from Newsroom. Lloyd and Harry, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Anyway, so like Lloyd's at a mental hospital and he's just sitting there like comatose, and then I guess Harry shows up, and it turns out he's been just joking for 20 years as a goof, like he wasn't actually like crazy or anything. And then they take him from there, or they first pull a catheter out of his penis, which is hilarious. They're dragging him by his penis, which is like this terrible practical
am I
effect.
wincing?
And then they go back to his apartment, and it's the same apartment, and he has a cat named Butthole, because that's funny, and he shows off the cat's butthole. And then he's like, "Oh, I've got a new roommate," and it pans over, and it's the meth lab from Breaking Bad, and it's a guy in like the Breaking Bad yellow suit.
So they wrote this like 4
breaking up-
years ago.
and he's like breaking up meth, and I was like, "All right," and just turned it off.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
that's
That sounds
about
sounds
as
bad.
far as
And
I
didn't
that
even
sounds
see it.
bad. And I watched Dumb and Dumberer.
Oh yeah, that was actually not terrible.
No, that movie was fucking awful. That movie was fucking
compared
awful.
to Dumb and Dumber 2.
Is that the one that's supposed to be when they're younger?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
when
so-
Harry met Lloyd is what it was.
Gotcha.
So
That's how I
Kind of like
remember
The
the names.
Hobbit. It's the prequel.
Did you hear about Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
Yeah.
What they wanted to call it originally
What?
was Hot Tub Time Machine 3. They were gonna make a joke that
Oh,
they
yeah.
like went into the future to make it or something.
that's kind of clever.
But I guess producers said no, or someone said no.
How can we market a 3 without a 2?
Exactly. They're like the general American audience will be too confused.
You mean
The-
stupid? Yeah.
The end of 22 Jump Street kind of plays with that, where
Oh yeah.
they do like screen tests for like 23 Jump Street,
Yeah.
24 Jump Street, and
Yeah.
and even during 22, they keep like making jokes about 23 and what they're going to do in the future.
Well, 22 Jump Street is nothing but them talking about redoing the first movie. Like, just
Yeah.
do the same thing again and don't do anything different. Just do the same movie
Yeah,
over.
or you've got more money. They think giving you more money will make it better.
Yeah, it's like,
That
all
movie
right.
was surprisingly good. The
Yeah.
first one, 21 Jump Street, was all right, but 22, I thought it's like one of those rare times. Maybe my expectations were just so low. I was also trapped on a U.S. to Australia flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like,
Everything's
a lot of
beautiful
movies.
then.
Yeah.
Movies are great on the flight that long.
You just got back. Where did you go? You went to Melbourne and Gold Coast?
I went to Melbourne and Gold Coast. Yes,
Melbourne.
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 I've been practicing. Yes, I knew that if I went there,
She's
I'd
been
have to say it
integrated.
right.
No, they should say it our way. Melbourne.
You fucking cats.
And
Speaking of
football.
which, I have a terrible story.
Speaking of which, vaginas.
So, you guys have been to Supernova before, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did they have a very strict no swearing policy when you were there?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No.
They said not to.
Nobody ever told me that.
So we did a panel.
I think I've upset somebody.
I don't know if it's changed in the past, but we did a panel with Hannibal. They had like Hannibal Live each weekend, one
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Melbourne, one at Gold Coast. And before we even left for Australia, I got emails saying, Supernova is a family-friendly event, and they've asked that we not have any swearing or like adult content on our panels that we do this year and all this stuff. And I was like, well, that might be hard, but
Yeah.
if I know about it. And before we go on, like people reminded us, there was like a staff member from Supernova being like, just as a reminder, family friendly, there's kids in the audience. We have a no swearing policy. And we were like, got it. Melbourne, fine. No swearing whatsoever. It was great. Gold Coast, we've been hanging out with Australians all week, drinking, whatever, doing stuff. I get on stage. They're like, introduce me and Aaron. We come on stage. Aaron says hello. I pick up the mic and go, "What's up, you fucking cunts?"
Family friendly.
I've never,
Family-friendly.
like, when words are coming out of your mouth and you try to stop
You
them?
can't. You can't.
It was like, "You fucking cunts." I couldn't stop myself in time. And I see all the staff members from Supernova just simultaneously facepalm in the back of the theater. And I was like, well,
What's funny? I did the exact same thing this last time I was in Australia.
you really?
Yeah, and then afterwards they came by the booth. They were like, "Hey, just a reminder, You really can't be doing that.
All right, I don't know what the fuck happened. Nobody told us that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so
I'm never
did we
going back
break
to
it?
Supernova
When I was
again.
there, someone brought up like a bottle of alcohol, and I was like pouring alcohol into my Coke on stage and had it on the thing. And I think someone came on stage and took it and like, walked it off. Like we weren't supposed to have alcohol. And then afterwards, they're like, "Hey, just want to remind you, there's no alcohol." I was like, "Oh, no one ever told me that." Like, okay,
Aren't we in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
guess
not
so.
I was in the
Supernova.
green room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was Australia.
It's Australia, right?
I was
So,
in the green room trying to pour alcohol into my Coke, and then I spilt it all over the table.
Nice.
And then just put it in my drink and left it on the table as a thank you to whoever had to clean it up.
I think the message has been delivered about the no alcohol, though, because Aaron and I did not get any alcohol
Oh, really?
whatsoever. We got a lot of snacks and plushies and fan art and stuff, and it
How
was
many
great.
koalas did you get?
Did you open up the plushies to see if there was alcohol inside of them?
I did not. I should have done that. I got a lot of koalas. Probably at least 5 or 6.
Nice.
Maybe. Kangaroos, too.
Koalas are good.
It was cool. We also met koalas, as you'll see from.
There's you
this
being
photo.
afraid of a koala.
So-
it looks like.
We had a
What was his
goal
name?
when we went to. That one was
Was that Harry or Lloyd?
neither. That was Kiki. That was Kiki the koala. We actually named the koalas as we met them. Our goal going to Australia was to see a koala in the wild. We saw 2 in the wild.
Nice.
What was the other one's name?
Tyrone. I have a picture that I sent to Patrick. It's
That
the
would be
one
a beautiful love
we found
story.
at night. It was just crawling over the side of the street, and we
Was drunk.
we took a drive down to the Great Ocean Road, one of the first couple days we were in Australia, and we were driving back after having dinner, and all of a sudden we see these eyes poking out, and I'm like, it's a fucking koala! And Cameron, who was driving us, like screeched the car to a halt, and me
Yeah.
and Aaron like pulled out our phones and were
Because
taking
there's
pictures.
nobody else on the road because it was
There
Australia.
actually wasn't anybody else on
Yeah.
the road. This was like in the outback somewhere. And
I love that restaurant.
Did you get a blooming onion?
I
threw some peanuts on the floor.
Do you see
after
any?
that. It
You
was
see any
great.
dead kangaroos on the side of the road?
That was actually the first kangaroo we saw.
Oh,
Was a
no.
dead one. Yeah.
Kangaroos they're like deer out there.
Yeah,
but
they
probably,
are.
Like more frequent. You just see them littered about like sort of the rural roads going like between city to city. There's just kangaroo bodies everywhere.
Everywhere. I think the count was 3 dead, 1 live
Yeah.
that we saw
Wow.
while we were driving. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it's-
sad
Yeah, those things are. I guess they just run out in the middle of trucks or whatever and get nailed.
because we were
But
on the
they're
lookout.
Big too.
They're
I mean,
huge.
Yeah,
The males are scary.
yeah.
I love
they're
those
ripped.
pictures where they look totally ripped. Like
Yeah.
they've got all those muscles.
they
They're
look
so
like.
fucking jacked.
There was
They're like carrot top.
during our drive, it was our goal to
That's
like.
funny.
What are you talking about? Carrot Top's hilarious.
He's gonna kick
Yeah, of
your
course
ass.
you
Yeah,
would
you-
say
Grade
that.
A
part.
comedy.
you-
No, I'm
Of
just
course
kidding.
He's gonna kick down that giant door and walk in here and punch you in the face with a prop.
But
It's
it
like
was
a giant dildos.
it was our goal to see as many koalas and kangaroos as we could, like on the drive, because we figured they'd be out in the wild. And we hadn't seen anything yet, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh no!" And I turn around, and Aaron's just like, "Well, I just saw a kangaroo. It was dead." She's like, "I saw the feet," and I was like, "What is that? Oh my god!" So poor Aaron was the one who saw it first.
Wah, wah.
Now, did you eat any kangaroo while you were there?
I did.
Yeah.
Actually,
Kangaroo steak is good.
I ate a kangaroo before I saw one. So I'm sorry.
Did you really?
Oh, that's another kangaroo I took a selfie with that had a booger in its nose.
Nice. Did you
Nice.
pick it?
Did
That-
you help it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it, Kerry. You beat me to it. You know,
I'm on my game.
a couple days after I was in Adelaide last year, a woman got attacked by a koala.
Oh,
Was it
really?
a koala? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a koala. Like
They're
she was out
really vicious.
walking her dog, and it like tore up her leg. And I saw like
Jesus
these really
Christ.
graphic photos on a news website
Whoa.
where it like really fucked her up.
It must not have had any eucalyptus for a while, because that stuff makes it high as like.
It was coming down.
yeah.
Yeah, it was coming off.
Is that the
high.
Twilight? Is
Yeah.
that the Twilight
Yeah.
drug? Is
They
she
wake
just
up.
like, yeah.
Oh God, where am I?
My wisdom teeth. Ah.
Have you seen the photo of the wet koala where it just looks like the devil?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
most
people
scariest
only
thing
showed
ever.
us that like every 5 minutes
Oh,
in
nice.
Australia.
Did you get dropped beard?
We didn't get drop beard, and I know that's a fake animal,
What?
as everyone had tried to convince us otherwise.
No one falls for that anymore. Everyone knows the drop bear is fake.
There were some kids
Wait,
at the
no,
airport tried to convince us that it was real. There was like a
Really?
whole group of them that were just like, no, like people say it's fake, but it's actually true.
Well, aren't they loosely based on koalas? Because if a koala falls out of a tree, it will tear through anything to go back up the tree.
Yeah.
So, like, if a koala falls asleep and falls out of a tree, like, and, like lands on your tent or something, it will
Yeah.
tear through anything just to get back to a tree trunk.
Koalas
and go
aren't
up,
technically
so.
bears, right?
I don't
Isn't that a thing?
think
They're
so.
marsupials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means they carry a purse. Right? They like keep their babies in there.
Oh, I thought you meant they're like fashionable.
No.
I really want to see. I don't know why. I really want to see a koala in a kangaroo's pouch.
That probably happened.
Holding a purse.
It's like some kind of slash.
Yeah.
We went to the wildlife sanctuary where you could actually like hold a koala and pet
Nice.
kangaroos and everything like
Yeah.
that. And there was like this sign that had a bunch of rules when you entered the sanctuary of what not to do, and they were called kangaroos.
Oh,
And I took a picture because
Of
I
course
was
you
so happy.
Yeah.
that's terrible.
But one of the ones was like, "Don't touch the joey that's in the mother's pouch," because like the mother will
Oh,
fuck you
I
up.
was thinking like Friends.
Don't touch an Atlas Blanc.
Yeah.
He'll fuck you up.
He probably
I
will.
thought it was like slang for kangaroo dick. Don't touch any joeys in there. You don't want to give them the wrong idea.
We saw
Yeah.
2 of them fucking like hardcore in one of the
Really?
cages, and there was like a little girl who was going up to each one and like feeding it, and the
Family
parents,
friendly.
the parents were like, "Don't bother those 2.
Daddy, why are they fighting?
They're just loving each
They're
other."
hugging.
That,
wrestling,
that
like-
kangaroo's trying to jump over the other one.
He's not very good at it.
He's not making it. His legs hurt.
He's using his hips. It's all hips.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna read this.
Do it.
I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by
Have this for you to wear if you would like it. It's a flower crown.
Pro Flowers. Not provide you this.
Nope, but
These are fake flowers.
Yeah.
They're
They're not,
not-
they're
they're
not,
not
they're not
fresh.
pro.
When is Mother's Day this year? May 10th.
May 10th.
May 11th.
I thought it was May 10th.
May 10th is a Saturday.
Is
Your
it?
Saturday.
Yeah. So May 11th. So order by this Friday.
It's like
okay.
every girl's dream right now.
I know. Tumblr's going crazy
Yeah.
right now for you. They're like, "I photoshopped this 18 times and it's happening."
Gus, I know your answer now. Do you guys say vase or vase?
Vase.
Base.
Okay.
Because we're Americans.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say vase.
You better.
I'm
A
Canadian.
Melbourne
Get the
vase.
fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
she's an American.
You're an honorary American.
Yeah, that's true.
You sure you want to do that?
What?
Did,
Oh, make her honorary
Yeah.
American?
Do you decree that? Like, do you have a
Have
stamp
we
for
decided?
that?
do I get citizenship now?
I can say it.
Okay.
Every single person we met in Australia, they said that our accents are so much stronger in person and I sound so much more Canadian in person.
Really?
And I was like, everyone in America says I don't have an accent. But
Not really. No.
apparently to Australians, the Canadian is a lot thicker.
Did you have Australians coming up trying to do American accents?
No, but Erin was doing her Australian accent. Not
Ah.
on purpose. She's one of those people who like picks up accents unintentionally.
What a
How you
fake.
going?
What a phony.
I know.
I do say, how you going?
How you
I think
going?
it's the first thing I said to you when I saw
It
you
is.
back here in the
Yeah.
States.
It's a good phrase.
It is.
One of my favorite things when I was in Australia was Eric, who works for Hanabi. He's like the guy who owns it. That's our Australian distributor down there. The guys who brought out Barbara and Aaron for Supernova and whatnot. We work with him very closely. He's American. He's from California, I think, or I forget where he's from exactly. But he's
California.
American. And when you talk to him, he still sounds very American. But when he gets on the phone with someone from Australia, he kicks into this weird hybrid accent, and it's just like, oh shit!
Even when he's talking
to him
normally,
normally, he's got like a weird combination accent.
It comes out thick every now and then. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I got Kira
So.
one too.
Where are these from?
Me? They're mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
This is
You
too big.
you
for
just
my head.
carry these with you?
No, I brought them because I knew Pro Flowers was our sponsor.
Oh.
You don't have your flower purse in,
Fair play.
in your car, Gus?
What is Jackie?
I only had 2. I'm sorry, Jack.
Yeah.
That's
we need,
okay.
we need
I've got
like a beard
my
version.
beer sock, so I'm all good. Jeff drunkenly bought us all beer socks.
Nice.
He actually saw this one first. He goes, "That looks like Jack," and so he bought one, and then he bought one to kind of match everybody else.
Oh, that totally looks like I thought that was like custom made
No,
for
no,
you. That totally looks like you.
So we should
You
get
get like a
sponsored by
red
these
Sharpie.
guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do the other ones look like the other guys? Perfect.
It made my phone
You look like
vibrate. That was
somebody's touching
cool.
your butt. Like,
He's excited. Like, ah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's cool.
yeah, that's what I got. I don't have flowers. Screw you guys. I have my beer.
what'd you guys do this weekend?
I slept. I'm still jet lagged.
Still?
Yeah. I wasn't able to fall asleep until like 4 in the morning today,
Drugs.
last night.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
I mean, like sleeping pills.
yeah,
but
I'm
sure.
on the way to
Not both,
Australia. I took half an Ambien,
Oh, how'd that
and
go?
it was great.
You just
I
knocked
felt
You
out.
didn't have any of the like the ambient horrors that people have.
No, I just fell asleep for like 8 hours.
Okay.
It was great. On the way back, didn't have anything.
Mhm.
It was a mistake.
Yeah, you just stayed up the whole time.
I just watched like 5 movies. And
What'd you
then-
watch? Anything good?
Imitation Game, which I hadn't seen yet.
Was that all right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
actually great. I watched a bit of Selma. I kind of was falling asleep during that
That's a
one.
bit of a heavy movie for a flight, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I was trying to pick things I hadn't seen before because I
Oh,
felt
okay.
like I would be more distracted that way.
It's like 12 Years a Slave, Schindler's List. Something like,
They had all those.
did they?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they put some heavy movies on planes. I don't know why.
I saw Flight on, like, listed one time on a plane. I was
It's
like,
it was
really?
on there. Yeah, a lot of like movies that involve plane crashes were on the list. And I was like,
Were they censored?
No, I think there was like a M15
Okay.
rating or something like that.
So,
I
like, they
remember
bumped it up a
one
little bit.
time
I'm
Die
being
Hard
corrected
was
real fast. You're
Oh,
right.
oh.
Mother's Day is May 10th.
Oh,
Podcast queen.
Gus was wrong.
Thanks, Twitter.
I remember one time I watched was it Die Hard with a Vengeance, the one with his son, I guess, and it was like
Live
just
Free or Die Hard.
Live Free and Die Hard, yeah, I think, or no, is that 3? Is that with
was
Sam
4.
Jackson?
That's 4.
No, there's the Justin Long one. So Die Hard 3 was the one with Sam Jackson. Number 4 was the one with Justin Long, and the 5th one where he goes to Russia with his son.
It's Live Free or Die Hard.
Is that what okay?
Yeah.
So
Die
Live Free or
Hardest.
Die Hard. It was on like a Delta flight, and it was like censored like to all hell. Like any gunfire was like they would cut away from it.
Really?
And so like it would be 2 guys standing
So
next to each other,
it's a
and
Die
then
Hard
like
movie, though, when
there'd
it's
be a
like-
guy on the floor and he'd be dead. And it's like what the hell just
Is this
happened?
movie 5 minutes long?
But I guess it
seriously.
must have been super short. But
Wasn't that movie also just PG-13 to begin with?
yeah.
I think and the Justin Long one too.
Is it because they don't want to like cause a ruckus on the plane or
I
something?
don't know. I mean, it's censored. I guess because they didn't want kids watching it by accident or something. I don't know.
It's a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, but
yeah, what if there's a 12-year-old?
yeah, if you got a 4-year-old,
What are they
kid,
gonna do?
I really wanted to watch Gone Girl, but there was like a little kid sitting behind me, and I was like, I know there are boobs in this movie, and I really don't
treat
want.
It'd
him.
make his day.
Yeah,
So instead, you watch Old School.
yeah, because then he'll go to the bathroom for a really long time. What? Because he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's the pee.
Yeah.
He's a little kid. He can't hold it as long as
Drinks a
he
lot of
wants
water
to.
on a
Tiny bladder.
International
tiny
flight.
little
It's gonna, Did your legs swell up when you were flying?
No, I got up probably once an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I made the mistake of not getting up for like the first 8
Well,
hours
that's how
of
you
my
got your
flight back.
thing.
Oh, well, that was 2 times ago. But the last time through, like my leg just puffed up to the point where I could barely move my ankle.
My
it was
feet
gross.
get really swollen
Yeah.
on those plane rides.
How old are you all?
I'm 33.
I am 25.
Old as shit.
I was coming out from Civil
And a
War, so
half.
mine doesn't count.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, mine was
You
swollen no
probably
matter
loved
what.
sitting on the plane for.
I passed the fuck out. I slept for like 15 hours straight. It was
bet.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really stop moving until we got on the plane, so it was just like move. Okay, pack. Okay, get on, and I just went out. I woke up, but yeah, I had cankles at that point.
Speaking of planes, did you guys ever
Trains.
fly Jetstar?
Jetstar's
I
pretty
heard
cool.
about this on Twitter.
Did you ever fly Jetstar?
Yeah.
Call out.
And
absolutely.
you like them?
Well, I mean, you pay for everything in advance, so.
Yeah, see, our booking was done by someone else at the company.
Oops.
And this person, they knew that they, like, I'm not blaming them at all or anything or anybody other
Sounds
than
like
the
you're blaming
airline.
somebody.
Call out.
But we were allowed 2 bags on Qantas on the way there and back. And I guess the person
Qantas
who
is
did our,
great.
they're great, they're awesome.
Yes, Qantas is
Nicest
awesome.
airline. And I guess they didn't think about the flight between Melbourne and Gold Coast. So the way it works with Jetstar is you have to book your amount of baggage beforehand. And we were booked 20 kilos each, or kilograms.
It's drugs.
What's that in
44 pounds.
American? Thank you.
40 pounds?
44.
44 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 50. Yeah.
But my bags were like
2.2.
about 50 each.
Sure.
So they were both over 20. One was like 22 and one was 24 or something like that. I forget what the exact numbers are. But the way it works with Jetstar is they charge you $15 per kilogram that you're over your allotted
Jesus
baggage.
Christ.
Oops.
So I was, 26 over.
It's a lot of $15.
So I had to pay $15 per kilogram,
American dollars or Australian dollars?
Australian dollars. It's still expensive though.
Still a lot of money.
Yeah,
I was like, I could have bought 3 tickets on this flight, put my bag in those seats, buckled it up, bought it a couple of mixed drinks, and still be
got it
under.
nice and just liquored up.
Yeah.
Here you go, bag. Pour it in.
You're
So,
looking good.
I was angry. I had a word with the customer service agent lady saying that I've never seen a policy like this before. And she's like, this is the way all airlines do it. And I was like, I guarantee you it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
I pay $50 for an overweight bag, maybe
Jetstar's-
100.
Jetstar's owned by Time Warner, right? Like, they're all-
It's actually owned by
They're
Qantas.
going to get back to you in 4 days.
Yeah.
And resolve your
They're working
problem.
through with being bought by Comcast, and
Oh.
then it'll all be better.
So that deal died, right?
Did it?
Yeah,
I
they-
think
they
Comcast
finally
gave up
killed it.
That's
on,
good.
on their.
Well, I
and
mean,
then
it's
there
good.
was,
Can they
there
give
was
up
a,
on everything?
There was a stupid. Hand me another beer while I start talking about this, please. There was a stupid ass article in the New York Times today talking about how bad it was that that Comcast is not acquiring Time Warner because Comcast could have saved Time Warner customers from their customer service nightmares. And don't get me
yeah,
wrong, I
right.
just talked major shit about Time Warner, but the stuff I hear about Comcast is a billion times worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Comcast is just known for being even worse.
Right.
Well, it's like the thing is like they don't overlap. It's like Comcast is shitty in their areas and Time Warner is shitty in their areas, and it's like
Yeah.
they were saying, oh well, we can merge because we don't really cover the same areas. It's not like we're giving a monopoly because really people only have one option already. It's like so go ahead and let it go through, and that it still failed. But yeah, that's pretty shitty. You want more competition. Thankfully, in Austin, we actually have quite a few providers as compared to a bunch of cities. I mean,
Not
I know a lot of
apartments.
areas. Well, I mean, kind of
Yeah.
apartments are you're sort of locked in. That sucks. But I mean, in sort of the outskirts of town, you're kind of locked in by just one. But then we have like Google came to town, And it was fun to watch AT&T and Time Warner start scrambling and be like, "Oh shit, we actually have to."
Me.
Yeah. So everyone
awesome.
got free upgrades and speed, and it's
Yeah.
like prices started going down.
Shit.
And so now it's like, but as soon as Google's available with me, I'm going with it. So
Are you at all interested in that, or have you read at all about the Google Fi project?
I signed up for it, not knowing what it is, but it's Google, so I will accept it over
I wasn't
any
sure what
other
it was. I
provider.
thought it was some type
Fi?
of AI or something. I don't know.
FI.
No. FI.
I signed up for it as well. It seems like an interesting concept.
So what is it?
So
Explain what it is.
it's essentially Google wants to be a cell phone carrier. So
all for it.
it currently only works with Nexus 6 phones.
Okay.
But you basically use Google as your cell phone provider, and then they lease towers from, I want to say, Sprint and T-Mobile. So your phone basically operates on those two networks, and whichever signal is stronger, it uses that network at the time.
Oh, okay.
And it can also do Wi-Fi calling and do transfer between like Wi-Fi to cell phone to even different carriers, all into the Google Fi brand name.
Does Android have something like iMessage, where it's like if you're on Wi-Fi, you can like text other people?
I don't believe so.
I don't think they do.
And
I'm surprised.
and then the pricing's a lot more a la carte. So it's like if you want voice, it's $20 a month, voice and text. And if you want data, it's $10 a gig. But whatever data you don't use, you get refunded
Yeah,
for.
that's
Like,
cool.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to actually pay for.
Right. Like every $10.
Right.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's a lot more reasonable. If if your usage spikes, you don't get fucked, or you don't have to like sign up for a new contract. It's month to month.
Yeah, just what you're saying right now, I would already be saving money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
pay like $80 a
since it
month.
only works with the Nexus 6, you would have to have a Nexus 6 device,
Not
which
gonna
you
do
could
that.
purchase from them if you don't have one. But it's like $700. But they would let you pay it off over the course of, I think, 2 years with no interest and no fees.
Okay.
Nice.
So it seems like a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm very interested. I wonder when they're going to bump it over to other phones as well, or if it's going to keep it just an Android thing, just to
I'm sure
keep
I'm
it
sure
all in the family.
it'll be I'm sure it'll expand beyond the Nexus 6 to other Android phones. But the Nexus is the Google phone, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they're just rolling it out with theirs first, and then
Yeah.
they'll expand from there.
Man, speaking of like in-house electronics, I haven't heard much at all about the Apple Watch. It came out last Friday. Most people forget that. Like it.
Did anybody
You mean
get
you
it at
haven't
the
heard
office?
about it? Are you serious or are you joking?
No, I mean I've heard about it. I haven't heard people talking about like I got one. I haven't seen photos on my Twitter wall of people wearing theirs. Like
Yeah, like when the new iPhone comes out, it's all everyone
yeah,
has.
it's like everyone's talking
looking
about
at
it. But
and
like
talking about it.
I mean I know it's sold out. Like it pre-sold and sold out.
I
But
see a
it's
lot
like
of articles about it.
I think
Yeah,
there's a lot less inventory.
Maybe
I think
that's what it
the
is.
speculation is that they may have sold 1 million
Yeah.
initially. You compare that with an iPhone launch where
Yeah.
they do 60 to 70 to 80 million a quarter.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Wow.
it's a totally different scale.
the only thing I've seen about it was I just did like an unboxing and talked
yeah.
about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than
She
that,
unboxed an Apple product?
right?
How unusual.
I know.
But I mean we
Didn't expect that.
We're a pretty big company now. Did anyone in this office get an Apple Watch?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Didn't,
that's kind
I
of
can't
surprising
afford
because
that
Didn't Gavin pre-order one?
he was going to.
He doesn't
doesn't
have
have
it yet,
it
but
yet.
he pre-ordered, right?
He pre-ordered.
Yeah, so of course Gavin got one, and I'm sure Jeff will get one as well, just to one up him.
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so.
I mean, I want one.
You
Yeah.
do?
I would, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
No,
what
I'm genuinely curious.
I don't know. I just like the idea of not having to get my phone out all the time to do basic stuff.
What
what would
are
you
you
do
most
on-
excited about to do from the watch that you wouldn't have to pull your phone out for?
Replying to texts.
so like
That
what do you
and
do,
like
what do you do, like
phone-specific games.
I still think people are going to pull out their phones.
so does it have like a microphone on it?
Yeah.
Like you can do like
Yeah.
voice to text over your
Yeah,
watch,
you get
like
a
Dick
text
Tracy
and you're
style.
like, reply, I love Jack.
Oh, okay.
Send.
And you have to say that every time.
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually like, that's how I activate Siri. I don't go like, Siri.
Agent
Instead of okay
Shawcross.
Google,
Yeah.
you say I love Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
$4.99.
I'm curious about it. I'd like to. I mean, I saw one at the Apple Store and I handled it a little bit, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know what the killer app for it is yet. Like,
That's true.
that's what I want to see. Like, what's the thing? Like, oh shit, like that's cool. Like,
Can you watch porn on it?
maybe, probably. You can email porn to yourself and watch it on your phone.
Yeah, like as an attachment.
What if it's on the same wrist? It's
That's
like,
just my problem is I would need to wear it on my left hand because it's not my dominant hand, but I would have to
trying to
like,
watch it.
you do the thing where you like move it here. Yeah.
I'm really late for a meeting.
I know a lot of people who wear the watch on the inside of the wrist.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just preparing.
Yeah. You never know.
Getting used
Yeah.
to it.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing for me that I think is going to be the sort of killer app for it is like the Apple Pay type stuff, or the not RFID. What's it called? The near field
NFC.
NFC stuff.
See, I would use that.
That's pretty cool.
I have Frost Bank, which is like 100 years old, so
Yeah.
they don't support that. So I have an iPhone 6, and I can't do that.
Why don't you change banks? Too much work?
I'm in process of changing banks. I'm
Are you
so excited.
You're again. Twitter has corrected me. Chavosaur says you're correct. It's Die Hard with a Vengeance. I was thinking of Die Hard 4.
Okay. Hey,
Man, 2 times you were wrong on this
Gus, man,
podcast.
what's wrong with you?
No, don't do it.
This will be the last time we're all on the podcast together.
Fuck it, I'm outta
Cheers,
here.
everybody.
Yeah,
This
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Being corrected left and right. I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I don't know, like the Apple Watch stuff and like just the general like fancy watch stuff. I like the Moto 360 is pretty cool too. That's the circular one.
I like that one. The look of that one a lot better.
I caught some shit last time I was on the podcast. I talked about the Apple Watch and how like it's like the new thing, and people are like, oh, well, there've been fancy like Android watches and all these stuff, and I was like, I know those exist. It's just
You're
like
talking about for Apple.
yeah, but it's like there were Blackberries before the iPhone came out, but still, like when the iPhone came out, that was like the big thing. And
It was like the smartphone.
Apple are usually the people that will like support something enough to make it a thing.
Yeah, like they
they'll refine it to the point where it's like really
sort of bring it to the mass market. So, but I don't know. I'm curious. Like I probably won't get one this generation, but maybe next generation. I'm excited.
If they brought the price down, I would do it.
Yeah, it's about $350 for just the base, and then you have to get like another.
I'm always hesitant to get the first generation of any technology because it's like it's going to be better next time. So why not just wait until the next iteration when they've improved all the things that were shitty about it?
Well, the thing is too, like a phone. You can have a phone for 2 years, but after about 2 years, it feels like okay, it's time to upgrade. A watch, you just seem like all right. A watch is a watch. It's been a watch for hundreds of years. You figure at this point, like okay, if you get a watch, that's going to be the watch I'm going to have for the next however long. Like I'm not going to buy another watch.
So you need to do another like firmware update to it. And it's like slow, and you can't get.
It starts lagging. Like my clock's running slow. I'm going to get more RAM for
I
my
can't
watch.
play Angry Birds 10. Can I? I need to get.
Do you guys
one.
have the 6?
I have the 6. Yeah.
I have a 5S.
Okay, I'm on the 5S too. I'm always on the S generations because I upgrade every 2 years.
Yeah.
I was doing that until I started breaking my phones, and I just bought the next phone.
Yeah.
So
I do that a lot.
According to Brumalis Knox on Twitter, Android has Google Hangouts, which merged SMS and Wi-Fi texting.
Okay.
So I guess they use Hangouts for that now.
Aren't Hangouts video chats?
I think you can also do text.
I think it's like Skype where you can do kind of like whatever.
Gotcha. I've only ever used Hangouts as like a.
I think
conference.
Google Hangouts without text or without video is just GChat.
Yeah. That sounds right.
So it's probably all under the same banner though.
Google Chat.
I wish it was Google Wave.
What's that?
Was Google Wave the thing that like appeared and then died very quickly?
It was like their version of Slack.
Yeah. What was the thing that was like a whole series of apps where they had like chat and like voicemail and all this stuff built in? I remember. I
think that was Google Wave.
Was that Wave?
It was essentially it was supposed to replace email and IM.
Okay.
All in one place.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And it was great, and I loved it. And then nobody did it.
Are you being serious?
I loved it actually. I liked it.
Okay.
I was out
with the 3 people I talked to.
I was out last week. I went to San Bruno to the YouTube headquarters for some meetings. Fancy. And I was waiting in the lobby. I got there a little early because I woke up early, and I was going to sit down and use my laptop and answer some email and try to get some work done.
Your Chromebook.
My my laptop, my MacBook Air. And so I'm sitting there, and like next to the receptionist, there's like a server rack. So I was just kind of staring at it, answering some email. Then finally, like, all right, I got to go up and look at the server rack. Why the fuck is it out here, like in the lobby? And it has like a plaque on it, and it's the first rack of servers that YouTube ever used in their first data center.
That's awesome.
For to run the website.
Were they like dipped in gold?
Yeah.
Like,
like, could you tell if like hard drives were still in there? Like, did it have like the boob video from like the Super Bowl and stuff?
I was gonna say like Numa.
Yeah, like did it have all that shit?
Like Me at the Zoo, Numa, and Janet Jackson Nip Slip, like all on this one hard
Did you
drive.
say Me at the Zoo?
No, that was the first YouTube video.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me at the Zoo was the very. Was it Me at the Zoo or?
There's
or
Jack
like
at the
that.
Zoo.
Oh yes.
Can we remake it?
Let's do it. It's like what 10 seconds long, and he's like, "Oh, look, an elephant or whatever."
This is the first Vine. It just went over a little bit.
Replay.
Inadvertently, they created 2 technologies at once.
Yeah.
So can you talk about what you're doing at YouTube, or is it all secret stuff?
Can't talk about it.
Okay.
I was
Secret
there though.
stuff.
It was cool.
Was it cool and fun?
It was cool and fun.
Nice.
Do you see where they make the YouTubes? They have like giant
So
vats of like
They had,
cats
like-
and stuff.
They had good food.
I've heard like Google has amazing.
Yeah,
food.
they had like catering. You just like walk in. It was just like
And
this
everything's
long.
free, right?
I didn't pay, so I don't know if other people
You
had
just
to.
stole it.
So Gus stole food from Google. That's what
Not
we're
the
learning.
first time.
But Google has like they have like gyms and they have like massage therapists and like really nice cafeterias
You mean
and
rub you?
stuff, right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'll massage you.
they're doing
Let's do it.
quite well.
Get one of those chairs.
Got to
think
keep their employees
You're
happy.
doing well.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, didn't you guys used to get like massages?
We used to have when
Before I was here.
Yeah, back
Yeah, before
when,
I was there too.
Yeah.
when there were only like 6 of us, when we were still in the Buda office in the apartment, we used to have a massage therapist come by once a week, And you just
Why
have
did we
massage.
stop that?
Because it got fucking expensive as we started adding more employees.
Let's get one for us. Just you and me.
Before the podcast, loosen up before the podcast.
We'll
kinda.
hide
How's it
him or
going?
her in our mini
Yeah.
fridge.
That's like, when you bring a pitcher out, they always have the guy like warming up his arm for him and stuff. Yeah, you can get a massage therapist.
Massage my jaw.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got to talk for.
Massage my eye so I can read Twitter.
Yeah.
It'd be corrected, apparently.
Be corrected. Have people tell me I'm stupid and wrong.
Are they saying you're stupid? Gus, you're not stupid.
They don't say you're stupid. They're
No,
just
they
saying
don't
you're
say
wrong.
You're totally wrong.
They
But
just
I mean,
you're
it's the
not
same
stupid.
thing, but who's counting?
So there's something that happened this past week that I don't get.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's because
Is it the Steam thing?
This
Is
isn't
it- is
something
that
I
dude
follow.
leaning
No,
One
we
Direction?
should definitely talk
Okay.
about that. But people were really pissed off about Jared Leto's look as the Joker.
Because it looks fucking horrible.
It looked fine.
It looks so
There's
bad.
nothing wrong with it.
It looks like a bunch of 40-year-old dudes are in a room like, what's edgy? Okay, let's make
No.
something edgy. And yeah,
I'm
it's-
kind of in the middle of it. What I will say is, I think it looks good as a Joker henchman.
Yeah. I could see
like-
I could see a bunch of dudes
But not
with
the
weird white
Joker.
shit and like tattoos.
Yeah, but
I
having
could see
damage
that.
tattooed across your forehead.
Yeah, a little on
also,
point.
it's
Yeah.
a picture. It's
true.
not lit. It's not. He's not in action,
Yeah.
moving the way it's going to look on screen.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if that's his whole
what-
outfit or not.
Why does Joker take his shirt off? Like, at what point
It's
is
just
it?
a publicity picture. Who knows? He may
But
never
I mean,
even
that's the
see
thing.
the tattoos.
That's the thing that bugs me. Is like, oh, it's a promotional still. Like the fact they're promoting that is what upsets me. The fact that it's not like
Totally
like
fine.
the
I
thing about
loved it.
Joker.
It's my wallpaper on my computer now. I fucking jack off to it on my Apple Watch every night.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Joker.
the thing about-
haha, damage.
He is
okay,
hot,
the
let's
thing
be
about
honest.
like crazy like psychopaths in horror and movies like that is the ones that are quiet. Those are the fucking scary ones. The ones that are thinking, those are the scary ones. The ones that are like, hey, look at me, I'm crazy. It's like, all right, I'm not.
Here's
But
the
I
thing.
understand-
That
I
looks
understand
so
them-
fucking stupid.
Here's the
it
thing,
says
though.
ha 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 on his shoulder,
If he
ha,
went
in his
for
arm.
the quiet, deranged one, then everybody would be like, oh, they're just copying Heath Ledger. I understand them wanting to take a different direction with it. That makes sense. to me.
Has anybody
fine.
stopped to think about that this picture might just be a joke?
No, it's from the director. Oh, gotcha.
Shut
Joker.
up, Barbara.
Joker.
Go back to Australia.
Single clap. When you go to
delayed
sleep,
clap.
I'm going to tattoo you with all this hot
Yeah.
sauce on.
Just gonna write pun across your forehead.
Yeah.
Hey, the pun off is coming back through town. Are you not gonna
Is
do
it
it again?
really? Maybe this year.
It's always
do it.
early May. It's literally like right down the street now.
Yeah.
Just-
Is it?
The O. Henry pun off.
I should start training.
Yeah.
You can watch the guy who won it last year did a whole thing about Austin. It was actually really good. It was a whole scripted thing. He went for about 2 minutes of just doing puns back to back to back.
Like he practiced something and just reiterated it.
I don't think you can have a script with you, but I mean you're allowed to memorize stuff. So.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the footage, and I think they give you like a category to just start like making puns off of each other.
Oh, really?
And one of them was like countries or something.
Nice.
More like
So-
countries.
Oh, nice. Look at you. You're ready.
The
Yeah.
Guinea teammate.
Yeah, fucking countries.
Let's say that the children.
Sup, Supernova.
Yeah. You're going to walk in there like, this is a family-friendly pun off. Please keep it,
Fuck.
I saw
I'm out.
going
What's
back
up,
to
you
Jared Leto thing
fucking
for a second.
countries?
Yeah.
I saw Mega 64 was retweeting some funny photoshops of Jared Leno. It was like Jay Leno dressed up as a bad Joker.
That's amazing.
It was really. There was
I
some
You
love-
really
make a great
funny
penguin.
Mega 64 retweets the best things.
They
They
do.
always retweet insults about them that they just
Yeah.
find on Twitter that aren't directed at them, or just the most random like.
They love iJustine. Man, they love iJustine.
Like love or like.
I think they've eased up on her a little
I
bit.
don't know. Every now and then they'll throw a retweet out there of someone talking to her, which is just like, oh man. Ooh. So
Well, I mean, there's got to be comedy gold in that because she has 1.3 million followers or something like that. So
a lot
the
of
reply
followers.
she gets must just be utter shit
Just
at that point.
straight poopy.
yeah.
That's a lot of people to be following you and replying to you.
Yeah, I mean, at what point does your Twitter's break? Like, it becomes unusable?
I would say probably after, I assume, like 500,000.
No, 500,000. Gus, how many followers do you have on Twitter now?
I think I have like 310,
310.
somewhere around there.
Although the Rooster Teeth account's still very usable, and that's
Yeah.
only, I think that's
Yeah.
at like 600 or 700, close to
Did
700.
Gavin pass 500, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's ask him.
Gavin. He's not here.
Let's get our
I
Gavin
meant,
phone.
like,
He's in New York
later.
right now doing something.
I'm still able to read all of my replies and everything.
Yeah.
I regret it most of the time.
Yeah.
but I'm able
If I
to.
ever asked for like music suggestions or anime suggestions, that's when my Twitter
That's just-
feed becomes unusable.
Yeah, I asked about MMOs this weekend.
Yeah,
and, like, yeah.
Whenever you ask for a suggestion about something, your Twitter feed.
I read
just-
like the first 10. I was like, all right, I'll just check my phone in the morning.
yeah.
Dude, I'm so.
Or if you post a picture of a koala and everyone says you're going to get chlamydia now, that became fun.
Did you get it? Are you okay?
I mean,
No, well,
so
you
far
can't,
so
you can't
good.
get it. You
She's
can't get double
quarantined right now.
chlamydia.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. I have to get rid of the first one first,
She's
and then maybe we'll
inoculated.
see.
I mean, have you taken a test? Do you know? That's all I'm saying.
How
I got an A.
How quick are you to block people on Twitter?
Be
Very
careful.
quickly.
You're gonna enter a very dangerous territory.
What's that?
People are gonna start doing stuff that upsets you.
Well,
when
then
they
they'll
find
get
out.
blocked.
Block them. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
I only block people who try and sell me sunglasses.
Me too.
so every third person.
That's
Ray Ban, $24.99.
Dude,
What?
I don't
So
block those people
affordable and
because those people
reasonable.
had their Twitter account hacked, and usually they get it fixed. So
Yeah,
I don't
but sometimes
usually
it's
block them.
dead accounts that get hacked.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
is
they
it?
just like keep tweeting
Yep.
over and
Block
over.
I
report,
usually check
block
if I
report.
see a tweet like that. I'll usually check the.
I've also
account,
noticed
see
like
if it's a
certain
legitimate
type of
one.
people get their Twitter accounts hacked, and I probably just block
Dude,
them
Elon
anyways.
Musk got his Twitter account hacked.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He was selling electronic Ray Bans for $2,499.
This might be a dumb
Only?
question. Is the board Elon Musk Twitter account? Is that his?
What?
He's got like there's another Twitter account called
Board?
I think
Board.
Oh,
that's,
I don't-
that's
Elon
probably
Musk.
a parody
That's
account.
probably
It's actually really interesting and clever. It's just like dumb ideas and stuff like that, but they're like they're interesting. I don't know.
I started following the actual Elon Musk account. And
Did you?
Before he was hacked, he had I mean, he has some interesting stuff that he tweets, and he had one tweet a couple weeks ago that was something like, "All right, it's about time. I'm starting to look for my volcanic lair."
Yeah, yeah. that was after he tried to land. The second time they tried to land the rocket on the ship, and they hit it, and then it just barely tipped over and fell. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very sad. It's like I love living in the future because we can watch a rocket land on a floating platform in the ocean, and like from the comfort of our bedroom.
No,
on our
we,
phone.
no, we couldn't. We could watch it crash on
That's
the
true.
floating platform.
Well,
in
it
the ocean.
landed just
like watching
briefly,
Kerbal
and then
Space
it
Program.
fell over.
No. We had this whole argument about what's a landing and what's a crash.
Oh, really?
You can't reuse the craft.
Was
as
this
a
on a
crash.
podcast that you had this
Yeah.
argument?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's clearly a crash.
Yeah, it's clear. Crash.
Okay.
Well, for what it's worth, if they land in the water, they can't reuse it anyway because of the salt. So.
When you guys flew on Qantas, were you able to
Crash.
look at the sky cam?
Oh yeah.
The one of like there's like a camera on the tail of the plane,
Yeah.
I guess, that you could watch the plane
Yeah.
land and everything.
You mean immersion mode? Yeah.
It was awesome.
My favorite thing is when they don't. Not very many planes have it, but when you can listen to the cockpit chatter.
Oh, can
Like
you?
some of them, there's a channel
You
where you
hear
can
the
listen
planes
to
talk
the
to
air
each other?
traffic control.
Oh, cool.
Does that turn off after you take flight, or is it just I guess dead? Like I've definitely heard it when we're just like at the airport. I guess it's more active than
Yeah, sometimes if you're out over the middle of Pacific, you might not hear anything for a long time.
Yeah. And at what point are planes going to get rid of that proprietary bullshit like split?
It's been so
headphone
long
jack
since
thing?
I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
It was on Qantas.
Yeah,
Was
Qantas
it?
had it. That's the only.
Yeah.
I remember that because we had to have headphones on a flight that long.
They have everything you need except internet.
Well, you
It's
know.
like the one thing that
I had
honestly-
internet.
Did you really?
Yeah,
You were
I
riding
flew
coach,
United
or-
down
Correct him
there,
on
and
that.
they had the
Okay.
new 787 9 Series.
I guess Qantas just doesn't
And
have
Is
it.
that
Yeah.
like brought to you by Linksys? Or
Cisco actually.
I found like if they have the double port, as long as it's still 3.55, you can just plug it in and get like
but then you just go one ear.
one ear. Yeah, look.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
you're
much
doing
rather
a
use their shitty little headphones. than-
18-hour flight. You're probably gonna go insane anyway.
Just get an adapter.
You're just gonna be
No,
like
I have
damaged and like
adapters.
I've got that 2-prong to
really.
3.5 millimeter adapter.
But
So just in case, I'm ready. If
But
I
I've
ever
been
see
on
it.
domestic Qantas where I plugged it in and one of the things didn't work. And I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
oh my god! If I got on like an international flight and the headphone jack didn't work, I would kill myself. I'd be
Yeah.
like, nope, there's
I
no
just
way I can spend.
I don't know.
I wouldn't move seats.
Yeah, you
I
would
mean,
move
maybe
seat.
killing
Well, no,
yourself is
those-
one way to go.
yeah.
But
Those are full.
I'd be like, excuse me, ma'am, can I move to another seat?
Our planes
No,
are
sir,
super
please kill
empty.
yourself.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, mine
There
were
was like
packed.
just rows.
Go in
and
the
rows that
bathroom.
were
Put your head in the
empty.
toilet.
Wow.
Do not flush.
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I don't actually use I don't watch on-screen movies usually.
Oh,
on
really?
flights,
What do
yeah.
you do?
I just bring my laptop and bring like a Vita and like a 3DS.
But they have
That's
like
a good
new
idea.
movies on there. Like there's stuff that's not on
Man,
DVD yet.
I feel like I'm really behind on this one, but when I flew out to San Francisco to San Bruno, I finally watched Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good.
I haven't seen
not
it. Yet.
bad,
Yeah.
not bad.
It was.
Who's
It was
in that?
It's
movie?
funny. All I've heard is
It's,
people go
Chris
like,
Evans.
you know what? It was better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, oh, it's pretty good. It's like I never heard anything bad about it.
yeah, it's like
All I've heard is like people being like, it was better than what I thought.
yeah, like you go in expecting a shitty movie, you'll be like, wow, that movie was all right.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
But I like some of the visual stuff in that is really really cool. Like the way they handle direction in it and kind of the left and right is really really neat. But
That same director directed a Korean movie a few years ago called The Host.
Is it Donnie Yen or?
No, it's like Bong Joon Ho or
Oh,
something
okay,
like
yeah,
that.
Bong.
If you ever get a chance to really watch The Host,
Okay.
it's like
Is that the creature movie?
yeah, it's a campy monster movie about a
Yeah.
monster that lives under a bridge in Korea. And in fact,
Oh.
the Korean dude they wake up and his daughter in Snowpiercer are the main character and his daughter from the host.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
They've just aged like 10 years or something. They're a lot older now.
Dun,
The
dun,
weird
dun.
coal stuff.
Yeah,
Ugh, man.
Yeah, solid. It's on Netflix. You can watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Here, I'm gonna read this other thing.
Yes, please do.
Oh yeah, I get to pass these out. That's why she's excited. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by. They're really good.
So
I'm not gonna eat one right now because I'm not like Jack. But
why you point at me? They're also eating it.
they moved away from the mic. I told you to move away from the mic. You got up on
Oh,
it.
that's because I am a lady.
Jack, I
Me
can
too.
hear you from here. That's absolutely disgusting.
No.
Well,
It's
everyone,
delicious.
It was good having Jack on. We'll see him next year, just in time for
Bye.
Mother's Day.
Time for more Sherry's berries.
I made
Oh,
it
God.
messy.
Jack will be back right after Mother's Day next year. So, Kerry was talking about MMO suggestions on Twitter, and I know you recently have started trying to get
I'm
back.
licking my fingers right now. Oh, God, why?
Sorry.
Well, that's
just
karma.
spill beer
I was
everywhere.
gonna
That's
bring
karma
this over
right
Or just
there.
spill it on Jack.
Yeah, no, I got beer all over my shoe.
I was trying to bring the lid over for him to put his garbage in. but-
on? All right.
and it
Yeah,
was-
I jumped back into WoW.
Sorry.
And, I loaded up, and I've now created a new character.
What made you do that?
I don't know. I'm just kind of like watching my friends play it and kind of missing the MMO experience, and so I loaded up. And so I created the Drunk Tanks forever ago. It was,
Right.
it was our guild on WoW. But back when I
What was
first
that a
got
reference
into it. Sorry?
What was that a reference to?
That was the old Drunk Tanks. And yeah, so I made this Horde guild forever ago, and we had like 1,000 members. Like we loaded it up, and it was a lot of fun. And then I kind of stopped playing, which is what you do. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
In an MMO, yeah.
And you stop playing after some time. Does anyone need tissues?
No, I think you need them all.
Okay.
Give me one.
And I left, and other people took over the guild and whatnot. And I got away from it. And then Adam, our IT guy, he's a huge MMO dude. Like he's a badass on MMOs. And so he's been playing, and I'm like, all right, I'll go play with them again. I'm like, I'll join the guild. And they're like, okay, yeah, we're on this server and we're Alliance. And I was like, wait, what? And they switch factions over to Alliance, and it makes me very, very sad.
Makes me
You're
happy.
usually Horde.
I'm Horde for the Horde.
I
So
like
now
Alliance.
I rolled a Draenei character. Actually, I let Katie make it for me.
Oh, yeah.
So, or make her for me. So, and then she named it. I'm Fionla. She misspelled. It was supposed to be Finola, and she misspelled it. So it's Fionla. And so I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
because you always play female characters, right? You like
I always
to watch
play
their
female.
butts.
If you're gonna stare at a butt, you might as well make it a good
exactly.
butt.
I mean,
But,
some guy characters have nice butts.
Well, you're welcome to make
Don't
them.
judge.
Nice and
Yeah.
firm.
I guess it's.
Just stare at a butt.
I do like a good firm butt.
If I don't know what gender it is from behind, that's even better.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
An androgynous butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I've been really interested in WoW, and I think I talked about it on the patch. I don't remember if it was the week before last. They had some new features I was really
Dude, there's
interested to check out, where you can go back and replay old dungeons, and it scales your gear
Yeah.
and
What?
abilities down appropriately.
So it makes it challenging again. But
This is
there's a
not
lot
good.
of stuff. Like when I got out, it was right around when they started bringing in. They brought in the whatever the modifier where you could have other armor, but have the stats of whatever your best armor is, like transmogrify or something like that.
That's not a word.
It's something like
It's
that.
not a word.
But then they also added in battle pets, which is like Pokemon and WoW.
Okay.
Pokemon, you sound so old when
Yeah.
you say that.
Okay, well,
Pokemon? My Tamagotchi.
Pokemon. I don't know, what do you say it? I choose you, Kerry.
Aw.
And so
I like how your version of sounding younger is sounding more like a female.
Yeah.
because
Pokemon.
you had your testicles haven't descended yet, so
Yeah.
you get
It's
a
an
really
issue
high pitched
that
voice.
A lot of us deal with.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
And so
Still waiting on
one
that.
But I
day.
mean, I played the hell out of WoW for about 2 years, right around Cataclysm when that came out, and then right around when, I think I was in a group that downed Deathwing, which is like the final boss of Cataclysm. Or I don't even know if I downed him, but I played that raid, and then I stopped playing, and then I jumped back into it. And after Katie was done, I loaded up my old character, which is a level 85 mage, which at the time was that was the highest you could get.
What is it now?
Now it's 100.
Okay.
And so I jumped on there, and it was like I compared it to say if you were a pilot and you sat down in the cockpit of a jumbo jet after not flying for like a decade. It was like there's all these buttons, and I don't remember what any of them do.
So it's not like riding a bike.
No, not like riding a bike. And it's just the thing is, they've also simplified a lot of stuff. Whereas like the talent tree used to be very kind of segregated, and there's different stuff you can do. Now it's very simple. It's like either A or B, A or B, A or B,
Interesting.
instead of like this kind of tree spec. And so I'm gonna have to spend some time getting back into it and relearning it. And
I feel like they've really spent a lot of time rebalancing the game and making it more user friendly again. Because it was when they launched, I felt like it was a very steep learning curve to the game, and then with each subsequent expansion, they just layered more complexity on.
Yeah.
And then they've really gone back with this most recent expansion, like streamlined a lot of those systems to make them make sense. Because before it was just patching onto an existing system. Now it's just all been redesigned and rethought, from beginning to end. Which
have they
after 10 years, you have to fucking do that.
Yeah, you've got to do. I mean, and they're doing the graphical upgrade pretty soon, I think.
But that's already
they've
in
been
progress.
rolling it out for a while.
Yeah, but
Like
it's in
character
the test realms right now, and I know like the next version's in the test realms. But apparently in a few months they're gonna like really kind of do another big jump. Like it's gonna be a significant jump.
Why don't just call it WoW 2?
I don't know. Well, Project Titan got killed. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
when what they're versioning the shut up, Mariel. With their versioning, all of the expansions were additional numbers. So like I remember when I downloaded the Burning Crusade beta, it was like WoW 2.
Okay.
And then like the one after that was WoW 3.
Yeah, I stopped playing right after that.
Yeah, I completely skipped Pandaria. Although we did it for, we played it for Achievement Hunter.
Am I crazy, or did they make that as an April Fool's joke like 2 years before?
Yeah,
it was,
it was
2 years. It was
way before, right?
I think it was before WoW launched.
Was it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
about it being
like-
one of the playable races.
I could never find it afterward, but I was like, I feel like this is an April Fool's joke. Okay.
It absolutely was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me not crazy.
But yeah, so we did the we played Pandaria, an Achievement Hunter, and we had the 6 of us playing, and I like it was funny because the gents all were like, we loved it. Like Jeff and I mean, Jeff played a lot of WoW back in the day, so he was excited to get back into it. I was excited to get back into it. Ryan was having a good time, but
He's
the
a PC
lads
gamer.
fucking hated it. They just couldn't stand it, and it was one of those deals where like they hated it so much they like tanked it, so we would never play it again. So it's like, God damn it! I was actually having a good time, and then it's like, no, we're gonna kill
There's a
that.
lot of people who were asking questions about that. I remember.
Yeah,
The Pandarians were April Fool's joke in 2003. It was initially an April Fool's joke that they were a playable race in Warcraft 3.
That's when
Wow.
Rooster Teeth was born.
Yeah. And WoW was in 2004.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
so.
That's crazy.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm jumping back into it, and I'm excited to actually play and relearn what I used to do and get all my stuff set up, and so
I'm just so trapped in Hearthstone.
are you?
I'm back in the shit.
So Hearthstone,
I'm back in it.
Hearthstone is like a card game, right?
Yeah.
Like I know very little of it, right?
Yeah, I got drunk the other night. I bought like $100 worth of cards.
What?
So
Of digital cards.
It's a free game.
Not anymore, it's not.
there was a great penny.
It's the most expensive free game I've ever played.
So disappointed in
There was
you.
a great penny.
You're
arcade
disappointed.
thing.
I'm disappointed.
There was a penny arcade comic one time. It was talking about League of Legends. It's like League of Legends is a great free game. How much have you spent on League of Legends? I've spent $10,000 on League of Legends. It's okay. So when you say you spent $100, is that like buying individual cards or is it like booster
Buying
packs?
Yeah, you don't even know what you're getting.
Yep.
So you can just randomly get.
It's
stuff.
cool though. Like you get a booster pack and it's like
When you
Like all
hover,
the cards
like you
out?
mouse over them, you can see like the color that glows behind them. Like, oh, that's a rare,
Yeah.
or that's epic, or that's legendary.
And so
I get it.
You can take your cards and play against anyone with your cards, your deck.
Yeah, and if you have like a bunch of extra cards, you can basically disenchant them to get crafting materials to make other cards that you need.
That sounds like something that would be within World of Warcraft. Like it would be a game, like a mini game
well, it's
within
almost
World
like
of Warcraft.
the way it's presented is almost like you're at a tavern in the Warcraft universe.
it's like those
okay.
Fable arcade games,
Right.
Whereas like you could like play the games in the tavern.
Oh, okay.
What he said.
Play Yahtzee.
What system is it on?
Everything.
Yeah,
everything?
it's
PC,
They
Mac,
just brought out an iPhone
iOS,
like
Android.
last week, right?
Yeah.
So it all carries over too. So it's like you have one account and
kinda
you go
like,
across all your different devices, so you can play Hearthstone wherever you're at.
Yeah, Hearthstone.
As long
Hearthstone.
as you have internet,
Yeah.
which I don't at home right now. So
Yeah.
thanks for that,
Are
Are you
Time
gonna
Warner.
stay and
You're
play The
fucked.
Office?
You can do it over your cell service.
Yeah, I'll
though,
just play
right?
on my cell phone.
Yeah, I wonder how because when I played it was on iPad. I wonder how it works on the iPhone.
They had to really redesign the interface. I assume you have normal 6 and not
Yeah,
a
I
6
have normal
Plus.
6,
Yeah, just because, and I'm on the 5S, so it's even smaller than that.
the 6
because-
Plus is basically an iPad at this point, so
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter.
So they really had to compress the interface and the way it works. I'm not a big fan of the way it plays on an iPhone. I'd much rather play it on the iPad or my computer.
But if you're
works-
desperate.
it plays fine on the
Right.
iPhone. It's just like I would rather.
Yeah.
I like how you getting drunk is your excuse for buying $100 worth of game stuff.
Mistakes were made.
Well, that's a good guilty pleasure to have.
Would it be any better if they were real cards to you guys?
Oh, I'm fine with him buying
Like if you're
$100.
buying physical cards?
Yeah.
I guess if you are a collector of some sort.
Well, he's collecting them just digitally.
But I just feel like collecting something physical is different.
See, yeah, collecting digitally. It's like at what point, like at some point, those servers are going to go away, and so all
No,
that,
never.
And so all of that will eventually just vanish into the digital ether, and then what
I
will
don't
we
know
do with it?
because I've never been a collector of anything. Like
Really?
I don't.
Yeah,
and
stay
I know,
away from that.
I know a lot of people
Yeah.
like get into it. Like I know you have got into that with a couple things
The
and like
Pokemons?
amiibos and stuff.
Amiibos, man.
And like, you know Garrett.
Yeah.
He is a huge collector,
Yeah.
and I just I never understood it whatsoever
Yeah.
because it's like I don't get the purpose of it.
I have a specific shelf in my house just for Amiibos.
Because like,
Wow.
That's
but
all that's on there.
what I don't get is, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just trying
sure.
to understand the
I'll
mentality.
knock it.
What
He's here for you.
you get them, and then what? You just have them.
I
Do you,
look at
do you
them.
train them? Like,
Do you
because that's
sell
that's
them
the
later
whole
on?
point of them, right?
No, I'm never gonna sell
I
them.
would understand the idea of collecting something for the purpose of selling it at a higher value later on in life.
Beanie Babies.
Those are worth
My mom
just
has
the
so
same
many
amount as
Beanie
they were.
Babies.
But I so many people just collect and collect.
So I mean, but okay,
I like
so
the complete sets.
So
of
amiibos.
things.
Okay, so I know nothing about amiibos.
Sure, that's fine.
Amiibos are a toy
Yes.
that you put on your Wii U pad
Or 3DS.
or 3DS,
Yes.
and they have a character,
Yes.
whatever that plastic representation is,
Yes.
appear in Smash Brothers.
It depends on what game we're playing, but yeah, in Smash Brothers, if
Okay.
you put Mario on your Wii U, and then Mario's now playing.
Okay. But it's an AI controlled
Yeah.
Mario or whatever the character is,
Yes.
and you train it, right?
Yeah, like it learns from fighting either against you or against computer
So
players.
why? I mean, you're obviously not using all of them, right?
No,
like if you
absolutely
buy
not.
one, you put on the shelf.
No, there's some still in boxes, yeah.
What? Like I don't get that.
Here's
like,
my thing. I love Nintendo characters.
Okay.
I just love Nintendo characters as a whole. I like action figures. They're probably like the highest quality action figures
Do
that
you
can
like
buy.
boxes as well?
I like
And
some
wait,
boxes.
wait.
Well,
They're
I'm
not
talking about like
action
vaginas.
They're
or
not
like,
action
they're-
figures
they're-
because they're not.
They're not
You
posable.
can't articulate
Yeah.
the
Is that
joints.
You're
right?
These are statuettes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I like statuettes.
There you go.
See, I
Yeah.
get the idea of like collecting those because it's like a set number of
Yeah.
them,
It
and
just looks
they're
nice.
they're characters that you like.
Yeah.
But I just know people who collect everything, and
Yeah.
they just don't stop. And
No, I have
Those
that
are hoarders.
they
mentality.
get it, they
yeah.
unbox it, and they put it on a shelf, and they never think about it again.
I don't know what it is. Like it's in video games too. Like I just like to complete sets of things.
Yeah, I guess.
And so it's like if I buy, like I started the whole Amiibo thing. Like I'm just gonna buy one. I'm just gonna buy one.
Is it a completionist type thing?
Yeah, I think it is. I
It's
don't
like
know.
heroin.
Yeah, I just want to complete
You have
the
to finish your heroin.
the Twilight.
All the heroin.
I just
Yeah,
looked.
I
By
don't
the way, I only actually spent $70.
Oh, okay.
No.
You checked your bank
That's
account.
way
It's
better.
$100
No,
Australian.
I'm okay. I'm okay with collecting. I've gotten into record collecting lately, and like that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
big thing. And like I actually record
Why?
store because it's cool. Something
No, it's
something
not.
about
It's got
having,
that warmth to it.
No, something about having a physical representation of music is a really cool idea.
Nope.
Collecting
Absolutely, it is.
Nope.
And to the point where like I went like
Jared
record-
Leto would collect records.
What was that?
Jared Leto would collect records.
Keep going.
Insult denied.
And but like so record store day was this past weekend or 2 weekends ago. And it's basically like a day where try to get people to come out to go to record shops again.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
is everything on sale?
well, it's not on sale, but they have exclusive stuff.
Okay.
So there'll be like records you get a record store will order in a bunch of these records, and they have to sign an agreement that says that they will put them out at normal price, like they won't eBay them because a lot of this stuff
Right.
will go on eBay immediately and
You
sell
mean
for
Amiibo them.
triple,
Yeah.
quadruple what it's worth.
That's what I'm dealing with right now.
And so there was a company that
Gold Mario.
Jigglypuff. No, I got Gold Mario. We're
Okay.
good.
So there was a company that put out a 45 of the Better Call Saul theme song,
Oh,
which is Junior Brown did this theme song. It's great. And so this company put up like the guys who made it for Record Store Day. They put out like a limited 100 copies of this one thing, and they put it up on their website. I have no idea what we're looking at here.
This is relevant to our
Someone on
interests.
Twitter.
Something beautiful.
I'll say their name in a second.
Yeah, it's
made Kawaii Gus and Kawaii Kerry.
That's amazing.
That's
I
terrifying.
want to be kawaii.
But anyway, so this website they had 100 copies of this record. It was like a super limited edition version of this record. It was gonna go up at like noon, and they at about 11:55 their website just went down hard. And so I just started like refreshing over and over again, and then did that for about an hour trying to get to it, and it never came back up. And then finally, I started getting like this request timed out thing, and then I realized they had blocked my IP because I was refreshing so much.
God.
Because I popped it up on my phone and it loaded, and I was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers!" And so I got on my phone and got they actually put out 2 different things that day. They put out the Lego Movie soundtrack. They had like a special edition of the Lego Movie soundtrack, so I got that.
Final.
But the other one, I did not get. And it was very upsetting. So
Was the Lego Movie soundtrack a square LP?
no, it was they had two different
Come on,
versions.
that'd have been pretty
That
sweet.
was
That's
right?
great.
Yeah.
I have a Batman die cut one that's the Batman logo, and it's like
That's crazy.
How does that even?
Can it play like
It's pretty
3
cool.
seconds?
Well, I mean, you put it on a record platter. It's
only
the
plays
size
in
of
the
a,
middle.
it's the size. It's like a normal size record, like a 12-inch record, but it's die cut, and so only the inner two, like only the little like inner part is actually playable. So you put it on and move the needle to the start of it, and it
So
plays the
it's,
inside.
it's short.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so it's
One
the animated Batman, TV show theme.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
really, really cool.
Really
It's not the
cool.
Bat Dance.
No,
So
no,
how
it's
many
not
records
Prince.
do you think you have?
I
total?
probably have about 150 right now. Of which
Oh,
probably
is that
about there you go. So Mondo, a company here in Austin, they did that.
Oh,
Okay,
really,
I
really
get. For some reason, I pictured a lot
Yeah.
skinnier.
Yeah, I was picturing it
Yeah.
like
So
wide.
what you're
Oh, yeah.
describing is the amiibo struggle.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
that's
listen
what
to all of my
happens.
records though. Like I play them. I will.
Yeah, I
listen
look
to
at
them.
all my amiibos. They're in my
But you
living
don't
room.
play them though. You
I
don't
play
play
some
with
of
them.
You know.
I
What?
think
don't
I
know.
have
Yeah.
15 records.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. Do you have a player?
I do.
Okay, that's
But
cool.
it's not like a very expensive big player that you probably have.
Yeah.
I don't know what make you have.
This is another cool thing about record collecting is that I went and talked to my dad about it, and my dad's like, "Oh, hey," and he's opened up like his cabinet, which has been closed for years, and he had like 300 records in there. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then like I
will
was
be
going
taking
through
all
his
of these,
stuff,
please.
and like he had like the Star Wars soundtrack. He
Didn't
had
have
like
the disco Star Wars song.
No,
on
no.
it? Oh.
just the John Williams one, and there was like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind, tons of old Willie Nelson records. He had Cheech and Chong albums. Like it was just like really cool to be like sitting there and going through the stuff with my dad.
I've
and,
met
like,
your dad. I can't imagine him
he had
having those.
tons of country music. So
Okay.
The Cheech and Chong
I can
seems a little.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
well,
he does like making brownies, but
At Patillo.
but yeah, and so but it was cool. I mean, he used to work at a radio station back in the day.
This is gonna
and
sound
so-
morbid. You should talk to other Patrick. He went to an estate sale over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Turns out, ton of records at those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should go check that out.
Yeah,
I bought a bunch of great frames at estate sales before, but I feel
There's something
guilty
the way
about
you
it.
said that. that
Well, no,
was
I
like
felt
really
guilty.
strange.
I feel really
Yeah,
guilty
he
about
bought like a
it.
deer
Or were there
skull
like
or
family
something.
photos in it and stuff? You'd like peel out?
No, it's just
Okay,
like
well, that's good.
I know these frames are really expensive because they're old.
Yeah.
And you're selling them for like $1
Yeah.
each. It's like, oh, gonna take all of these.
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Profit.
I just want to give credit real fast. Kawaii Gus and Kawaii Kerry was made by Ashley, who is at Link is my hero on Twitter.
Cool.
Here,
She's
do one
my
of
hero.
me. Do one of me, Ashley.
Well,
Okay,
she's only
that
got-
goes.
So,
she's only
but
got-
anyway, but yeah, so record
penises.
collecting, that's my new big hobby, and I'm getting hooked into it very, very badly.
So
I've spent way too much money on it.
real quick, because I know we're getting kind of close to the end. Steam. You want to talk about that?
I really so
What's
Yeah,
going
explain
on?
what
people who
the
don't know.
controversy. is.
Yeah.
they started giving people the option
Developers.
to charge developers the option to charge for mods.
Right.
So the example that everyone was very upset about was Bethesda began charging for Skyrim mods, and I really don't have.
Wait, I'm sorry. Before you keep going on, so like, if I make a mod for Skyrim on my own personal time, using the tools they provided or whatever to make my
Yeah.
mod,
Ashley's here.
and then I put up my mod on the Steam store.
Yes. On the workshop.
They monetize my mod.
They get 80%. They take 75%, and you keep 25% of the
But
money.
like I have no intention to monetize. I want to put it out for free.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Oh,
cancel
they
the whole
already
thing.
canceled the whole thing. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
You could put it out for free, but if you wanted to, you could monetize
Okay,
it.
but it's not like the developers like that's a mod. We're gonna make you charge money for that.
No,
mod.
it wasn't like
okay.
YouTube ads or something. Where
Okay,
they're like,
so it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
monetize
they're
this now.
forcing it
it
upon
was a
people.
way to allow people to legally accept
Okay.
money for that work. I think, which I'm fine with. I
Yeah.
think the split was a little unfair.
Yeah, that
Which
seems
was
a little-
80-20?
From what I
you said?
understand too,
75,
didn't the developer set the split?
Yes.
Yeah.
People were.
Valve takes 30% no
Valve
matter
takes
what.
30, okay.
Bethesda takes 45%, and that they set.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. And that's only for Skyrim?
For
Bethesda.
That was
Bethesda.
that was the example.
which
Yeah.
they canceled today because
So,
people got really upset.
Well, I know
about
Yeah,
Gabe-
Gabe got on Reddit.
Yeah, Gabe was on Reddit and like
Gavin.
just people lit into him. So
I think the model's fine. I'm happy to see a legal way for modders to make money.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think the percentages were a little fucked up.
Yeah.
I think that can be refined, but
But
if people want to charge for mods,
so what
why
was,
can't they? They
so
put a lot
what
of
was
work
the
into it.
backlash? Was the backlash over the developers, or was it over just charging in general?
It was over
or-
everything because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation over the course of the whole weekend too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think a lot of it was if it was the percentage split. I feel like.
Okay,
I
so
think a lot of people also just didn't want to pay for mods at all.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the big thing.
And theft.
People were stealing other people's mods.
Yeah, that was the thing with
stealing other
the
people's
fishing one
mods.
that when it was like the first one that went up, it was like they immediately pulled it down because it was using somebody else's assets.
Yeah, that's pretty
from
shitty.
another mod.
Yeah, it's like how do you
Which I
qualify
guess when it
your
was a
mod?
free mod, nobody cared.
Yeah.
It's like it was a paid mod. I was like, oh, I can't go fishing no more. That's a problem.
You can go fishing in WoW. You gonna go fishing, Kerry?
Let's go fishing.
You should. Are you gonna roll a new character?
I might.
Roll a new
I was
character.
gonna try
and
and
we'll
play
go fishing.
WildStar because I heard that was good.
Yeah,
But now I meant to play WoW instead.
you should play
I
WoW.
really want to play Skyrim again.
Gus, you should play
I'm
WoW.
getting the itch.
I enjoyed playing WoW with you
I'm
back in the day.
I'm gonna play Hearthstone. Play Hearthstone.
Hearthstone's
Alright.
fun.
I don't
It's
want to
free.
spend money.
If I play
Yeah.
Hearthstone, will you play WoW?
No.
I just upgraded my computer this weekend, so I want to play a new PC. game.
Okay, I got
You
it.
want to play a
6'4",
new
Kerry.
11-year-old PC game?
Shh. Well, that was the thing is like this was the weekend that I picked. I was like, all right, got a new hard drive on my computer. Everything's working great. I'm gonna go get some Skyrim. I'm gonna go get some mods, make it really cool. And then I go to do it. It's like, shit, all this is going on. Fuck. All right. Well, here's a free water pack. All right, I'm just gonna play now.
Dude, speaking of gaming, did you see that what was it? Heroes of the Storm was on ESPN2 this weekend?
Was it really?
Yeah, so Heroes of the 2 was on ESPN2 and
Heroes
people
of the
lost.
2?
Yeah, sorry, Heroes of the Storm, which the Heroes of the Dorm tournament was
Yes.
on ESPN2, and people lost their fucking mind.
In a good way or bad way?
A bad way.
Sports fans
Sports
who were
fans.
not happy about seeing
Jocks.
Yeah.
video games.
It was like ESPN.
We're unhappy
Like
that
ESPN
nerds-
had like the playoffs basketball, and then it was like ESPN2 had like nerds playing video games, and oh my god, how'd they get out of their parents' basements?
But poker's okay.
I'm gonna go play fantasy football now. Shut the fuck up, nerds.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's I don't know. It's
Don't you do both of those things?
I'm all for it.
I know,
Like
I know. I'm just-
I'm all about like if you're into something, go for it. I used to be kind of like I would shit on other people. But now I'm like whatever. If you're into whatever, do it. Have fun.
Except if it was me collecting amiibos.
Oh, if it's you collecting me, that's
They
ridiculous.
just shit all over me.
I was talking about collecting. I was like, that's cool. I
fucking
understand.
double
Yeah,
standard.
but not collecting amiibos.
Got
You're like,
'em.
oh.
I don't know what just happened here. Anyway, so like if someone wants to play a video game, if it's to the point, I mean, Blizzard has put a lot of money into this stuff, and it's like, all right, this is a big thing. Look at Korea and look at like all the people
Yeah.
watching StarCraft. That's legit. That shit is legit, and it's just like it's annoying to
League
hear
of Legends
people
has
like.
gone like in a whole
Oh, yeah.
another level.
But I mean, it's frustrating to hear people like shit on something they don't understand. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, they have competitive eating on ESPN. Like every 4th of July,
Yeah.
they have the hot dog eating tournament from Coney Island.
Nathan's hot dog.
Yeah.
They have a freaking pun off.
Yeah,
Something that
I really
exists.
wish if I would pay for cable again if they had ESPN like 4, which was darts, pool,
squirrel fishing.
poker, squirrel fishing, and League of Legends. Like
Yeah.
I'd pay for that.
And air hockey, right, Jack?
And
Oh
air
hell yeah,
hockey,
air
yeah.
hockey. If that was competitive, I would go
You-
pro in
you
air
would
hockey.
Be a champion.
I haven't played in a while. I gotta dust
I
off my
still
old
remember.
paddles.
I think it was 2 RTXs ago. We were hanging out at
Buffalo billiards.
Buffalo Billiards, and you were just
Yeah.
creaming person.
I
after
think-
person.
Why don't we have a foosball table here?
We should. Yeah, Why don't we have a
Why don't we
foosball
have
table
more
here?
fun stuff
Every time
here?
stuff like that comes up, Bernie always shoots it down.
Fuck him.
Why?
He's not in charge anymore. He's not here.
I think he's something
I've
about
got a
like,
company card.
he has
Gus, can
something
I
about
write this
internet
off for the
companies-
podcast?
I don't know, ask him next time he's on. He's something about internet companies having like ping pong ball tables, and like he just feels like that'll be the downfall. Like it's
Yes,
like the second.
because Google has really gone downhill.
Yeah,
ever
Bungie
since
has
they got
really
their
fallen
ping pong
apart
table.
since they got
I'm all
theirs.
for it.
We're getting it.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Don't
What
tell-
if we get
don't
2?
t-
Will that
don't
like
tell
Get a good
Bernie.
one though.
balance
Don't
it
get
We're
out?
gonna have a
We'll get
foosball
what?
table here. We're gonna surprise him next Monday.
What if we
Get like
get-
a good one though, not like one of those shitty like.
I'm gonna
3 in
spend
1.
so much money.
Okay.
Don't tell him. I'm gonna find the most expensive.
You saying that means
foosball
everyone is
table.
tweeting him right now,
Yeah.
saying Gus is buying a foosball table.
Yeah.
You know that,
That's
right?
okay. He can't do anything. He's in New York.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't stop me.
Too far. He's a time zone away. We're fine.
Man, yeah, air hockey. I fucking love air hockey.
Yeah.
That was when Miles said he could beat me, and I think I shut him out 0-7.
He still
you
cries
shut
with
all
us
of us
sometimes.
out, I think.
Well, yeah, that was the thing where it was like I started playing, and then it's like, oh, can I play? It's like, all right, and then I ended up playing like 9 games in a row. I was like, I have to stop. My arm hurts.
Yeah.
But
I think I got 1 against you, and I
Yeah.
was just like, yes.
I used to play.
Satisfied.
Well, when I worked at the arcade, like my first job ever was at an arcade, and I used to play air hockey so much that me and my boss, we would say if kids came up and challenged us to air hockey, like if they paid for the game, if they could beat either of us, we'd let them choose. If they could beat either of us, we give them $2 in tokens, and so kids would just challenge us on slow nights, and that's all we do is play
Is
air
that like
hockey.
a form of gambling?
Not really. I don't think,
Did you
It's
send them back
it's a
down to their
prize.
sweatshop after that?
because it's not like they're putting X amount.
Oh my
So
god.
what are we looking at? Oh
Hold
god,
on, let's give it a second.
Gus
Okay.
is doing things.
So
How's
this is at Saffron Not So Joy tweeted this. It's Flower Power Gus and Kerry's Tooth rocket ship.
I love this so
I'm on a
much.
spaceship.
We have some crazy stuff coming in this week.
I like
It's really fast.
Rocket ship.
Is there a question mark at the end of that
No,
rocket
it's
ship?
exclamation mark.
Okay,
It's
I thought
so
it was
exciting.
a question mark. Rocket ship? I couldn't figure out if that was it or not.
I love all the
There's a lot of good fan art.
art that
There's-
comes in.
People are so talented nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't
we
go- I
received
feel
a
like-
bunch of cool stuff at Supernova.
I
Yeah.
feel like my brain does not properly communicate with my hands.
Yeah.
Like
Anymore or ever?
Like ever since I was a kid, like I feel like I know what I want to draw, I know what I want to write, and then like somewhere going down the nervous system to my hand's like nope, like my hands turn into claws and like
Is
make
masturbating
this-
hard?
Masturbating's fine. It's just that, but it's like the fine. It's the
Well,
fine.
I mean, if you don't want it to be.
the fine motor
Twisted.
work.
Just checking
Yeah.
the time.
Like in your imagination, you can have the most intricate, detailed picture. But it's like, okay, draw that picture. Hands like, nope. And this is like, no, okay. I have a circle with 2 X's for eyes.
Yeah, like if I tried to draw that 64 logo on your shirt, no, that would not. Nowhere close to that.
I love
well, it's
Nintendo.
also just being able to draw space, like
Yeah,
spatial things
Yeah.
in relation to each other. You could see it and picture it and, replicate it if you just trace it, but actually doing it freehand. is
I'm a
very
great
tough.
tracer.
I bet I couldn't even trace.
Really?
No,
I think you
I'm-
could trace.
no.
If you go slow enough.
I'm an
I have
inker.
faith in you, Gus.
No. That should be an Archie live.
I'm going to come
Gus
into your
tries to
office one
draw.
day.
Yeah.
You have a PS4. Do either of you have a PS4?
Yes.
Have you guys downloaded PT already?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's going away.
It's going away.
I never want to play that game.
Well, you don't have to worry about
After
that now.
the teaser?
Yeah,
Man, that game
done.
is. Yeah, that
Yeah.
game is.
So you played PT.
fucked.
yeah,
PT was the teaser.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
thought it
And
was
now
like-
there's no game, so
That's okay.
Yeah.
could
Since
just
Hideo
watch
got let go of Konami or he left Konami,
whatever
however it
happened.
went,
Yeah.
they've now
You took it
canceled the
with you.
game.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So Silent Hills, it was going to be the Guillermo del Toro game too. So like apparently Guillermo sort of like kicked it off because someone asked him about the game at a Q&A thing recently, and he said, "Oh, it's sad to say, but it's not going to happen." And they're like, "Oh," and then they've made it official as of today that it's not happening.
I mean, yeah, that had to be one of the best done horror games.
I
I've ever
God,
wish-
it
seen.
was terrifying.
I wish I could have paid them for that. Like I wanted to give them money for that. That's amazing.
Where can I throw money?
Where did they unveil that? Was that at
It was some.
Gamescom
No,
last
I
year?
thought it was like
No.
some Sony specific thing.
Yeah, it was in the fall, right? Like October.
Was it that the PlayStation experience thing that
Was
we
it
went
PSX?
to? I don't know.
Yeah, I
if it
think it was earlier than that because we still had the whole
Right.
crew here for Ruby.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Because that's how we played it was at like 11 o'clock at night. We booted it up, and it ended up being like at 3 a.m.
You-
There's
yeah,
still
you
like
guys were
10
up
of
to
us,
3.
like just playing it and like freaking out and like passing out the controller.
Yeah, we did a Let's Watch with it where Jeff, me, and someone I think Lindsay played,
Mm-hmm.
and like playing that game, not knowing what was going to happen with headphones on, it was like the
Oh,
most
God.
terrifying thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't like scary movies, like scary movies
don't
that
either.
make you jump. Like no, fuck that. And yeah, hearing stuff whispering to you and knowing things were behind you is like if I turn around, I'm going to get fucked.
Yeah.
It's that was a very very messed up.
I think one of
It
the
came out in
was
August
so
of
well-
last year, so it might have been
August.
Gamescom.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
One of the scariest moments of that was like we like seeing her the girl's shadow and seeing her head like freak
Oh,
out.
yeah.
And we were like, oh, there's a bug in the game. And then we finally saw her in like the mirror and her head was doing that. We're like, oh no, it's supposed to be that way. Ah,
yeah.
this is bad.
I remember she was very tall.
Yeah.
She's very tall.
Yeah.
And it was scary when like
Basketball player,
because you
for
could
sure.
look at her and she would slowly do that weird creepy like Ju-on walk where it was like kind of like jutting
Yeah.
forward. But then if you got within a certain threshold, she would just rush.
Yeah.
And that like the first time that happened, I was like, oh god, I didn't need that heart. And
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
The last puzzle was really hard.
Fun with air quotes.
Watson, come here. So when I first met Watson,
Was he gonna poop?
Probably
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
he was afraid of me. He would bark at me and run away.
Really?
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Joe right now, just kind of wandering onto
This
the
is
set.
this is the weirdest looking dog ever.
He looks like a possum.
It's got weird different color eyes and like half.
It's because
colored
he's
face
half
and-
dachshund, half
Australian
Australian,
Shepherd?
Shepherd.
Yeah.
So it's a weird mix, but he's so cute.
I don't.
But-
This is gonna sound really bad on my part. I feel like he barks at Mexican people more than anything.
That's
else.
what I was thinking.
he really does. though.
It wasn't just me.
No, it really like we have a guy on our team named Rick. Watson came in like the first day. Like Miles had to keep him here while Aaron was away. First day, everybody's fine. He sees Rick, just fucking goes for it. Yeah, and then he sees you and he just fucking barks. I think he might be racist.
Maybe
He might be racist.
Yeah.
Dachshunds are
Okay.
Racist.
Confirmed by my
Yeah.
attorney.
Puppy.
They only pick up on it from their owners.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna say, Meg.
Ooh. But Miles is half Mexican.
Half.
Which half?
The
I
half
guess he's-
Watson doesn't like.
Yeah.
That's beer, Watson. Get away.
That-
I touched him for the first time. That was the first time he's ever let me touch him. It's because
It's probably
you had
the
beer.
lights. The lights are making you a little bit.
Do you think
paler.
it's not just because he could smell your dogs on you and like maybe he?
you would think he would like that. Dogs
Doesn't-
normally like.
Dog,
Other dogs? They're interested
dogs.
at
Not
least.
this
he
one.
loves the carpet.
Did he try and sniff your butthole?
Who wouldn't?
What? That's what dogs do. What? Dogs sniff other dogs' buttholes. It's
My
like saying
butthole
hi.
is not like 18 inches off the ground before you can get to it.
Do we want to talk about RTX at all before we end the podcast?
Do it.
Yeah, we should
Dog cam.
definitely. If you are thinking of coming to RTX this summer, I highly encourage you to buy tickets sooner rather than later.
He won't say it, but I'll say it. There's only 10 tickets left. Buy them right now. You should get online right now and buy your
We've
tickets.
No, we're-
sold tickets much faster this year than previous years.
Like we're gonna sell out.
10 tickets.
we're
Getting
we're gonna
close.
sell out at some point. Question
9
mark?
tickets
Tonight.
Sooner
9 tickets.
sooner rather than later. So if you're thinking about coming, please come.
Probably tonight. So you should buy your tickets.
And if you want a hotel,
Barbara just retweeted some hotel info.
Yes.
Or just tweeted some hotel info.
if
Oh,
you
man.
follow RTX event,
that logo is freaking in my
I love
brain.
that logo. Is it 3D?
it's kind of
Oh, God.
80s style.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is the
like
theme we're going with this year.
The coloring, the red and the
Kind of like
blue.
old VCR tapes.
VHS tapes.
The dog pulled back.
You ever see a dog do that?
He's like, fuck you, don't touch me.
He's the most friendly, unfriendly dog.
My dog.
So sorry, real
Racist.
fast.
Oh, yeah,
So,
go ahead.
At RTX event on Twitter.
Yeah, and
Tweeted 2 links today.
we posted hotel deals finally. We have a deal at the JW Marriott and the Hilton as well.
And
J-Dub?
we're gonna have sessions there as well.
Yeah, like-
so the event's growing. It's not just at the convention center.
Right.
It's also at the JW Marriott. It's also at the Hilton. So those are going to be our 2 flagship properties. So if you want a room in one of those hotels, you literally don't have to leave the building to see RTX stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
There will be stuff for you to do in the hotel.
and
as well
everything
as
is
the
very
convention
close by.
It's you can see all the properties from each other.
Like the Hilton is across the street from the convention center, and the JW is like 2 blocks away. Everything is
Downtown Austin's nothing.
2
yeah.
blocks down like a not busy street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no traffic there at all.
That's cool.
And so we're really excited. We're finally entering that stretch where this is we're about almost a little over 3 months out. Like this is where the bulk of the work really
This is where
starts
the
to
dreams
pick
kick
up.
in.
But
They already have.
But you got to say, with the fact that tickets are going to sell out tonight because there's only 7 tickets left.
Yo, I heard it was 6.
That's got to make it a lot easier on you, though, right? Because a lot of times, it's like you're focusing on like, okay, how else can we sell tickets,
This
right?
makes
Like,
me more scared, actually.
Really?
This is more scary.
I would think you can kind of coast at this point because it's like, or not coast, but I mean like,
Well, when
you don't have to worry about like, oh, we have to promote because it's like you're sold out.
I
It's
mean,
like,
really, the bottleneck and the real thing is making sure that there's a diverse amount of programming and there's a diverse amount of stuff for people to do.
Okay.
That's the real stress.
okay.
Yeah. So
Well, but you have that every year. At least with this, you're getting rid of the stress of additional promotion to
honestly,
get people.
promotion is always like
yes.
the least
Just say
of my worries every year.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm always mostly weird. Like I know people are gonna buy tickets and I know people are gonna come, but then I started thinking, wow, these thousands and thousands of people bought tickets, most of which probably bought airline tickets as well and hotels, and we have to make sure that they have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really the.
Yeah.
If you guys
the
give me
pressure.
an Apple Watch, I can do an unboxing panel and then like try it out.
But then
you know
Gus
what I
gets
mean?
to keep it though.
Yeah, he can. my
Foosball
used-
tournament. I'll buy the most expensive foosball
Yeah.
tables.
I'll do a foosball tournament with you. Let's do it. I'm up for foosball.
Live.
I'm good at all like the nerd, like the non-athletic sports. I'm really good at.
The
So like
stationary sports.
no, like bowling, I'm actually pretty good at. Like air hockey, I'm incredibly good at. Like foosball, I'm pretty good at. It's weird. It's like darts, I'm pretty good at.
you know-
How are you at math?
I'm actually decent at math.
It's my favorite sport.
You know who's surprisingly good
Who's
at
surprisingly good?
foosball?
Who's that?
Alan.
that doesn't
Really?
surprise me at all, though.
I guess let's see, he worked in the medical field before. I don't know why there wouldn't be many
What the
food-
fuck does that have to do
No,
with
okay.
anything?
No. Let me
Okay.
tell you.
Go for it.
Their little
tech
bodies.
Handshaking.
Yeah.
No, because tech people, like I worked at IBM for a summer, and
Okay.
like there were 2 foosball tables and 2 pool tables, and like on your break you would go play foosball, and so like
At a
certain
medical place,
places,
they
yeah,
do.
like
Okay.
a tech place, like somewhere like Bungie, you've seen them playing, you know, like ping pong
Yeah.
or Penny Arcade, they have a ping
They
pong
have
table.
championship, don't they?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Tournament. I mean.
Table
Can we do
tennis.
ping
So-
pong? Table tennis.
I'm trying to think, like maybe.
Can we get Rockstar to give us a table tennis
Dude, I love-
court?
I love
Man.
That was one of
Rockstar
the
table
gifts
tennis.
at the Child's Play charity auction dinner. They gave you a table tennis, what's it called? Paddle.
Mm.
And it was like, I could
Those are for
paddle you.
butts.
That's what I use it for.
All right, so foosball table, foosball tournament. We could do like our version of an Omegathon type deal where it's all just nerd sports. Where we can do bar sports though.
Why
So
don't we
it'd be-
just hand you a trophy now?
No, I would
be
help.
like,
I would
You'd
help
be
with
the
it.
commissioner.
There you go.
Trivia,
I would-
darts, shuffleboard.
Yeah, we've got.
I'm so good at shuffleboard. I fucking love
Dude, my
shuffleboard.
team won Geeks Who Drink last year, so we have a title to
Barbara, your
uphold.
Jewish show.
So we got
I go down to the
got
shuffleboard
trivia.
court with
we
Robert. and
we need darts. We need foosball.
I'm good at
air
darts, I'll play
hockey.
darts.
I'll play darts with you. I love darts.
Pool.
Have you ever tried to throw a dart with your opposite hand?
Oh yeah, it's not
It
good.
fucks you
Stab
up.
myself.
Yeah.
No, you fuck other people up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm all for it. Let's do it. And also, yeah,
This is not
like,
gonna happen.
and I'm still trying to work on details about doing a K1 thing again. But it went really well last year, and it sounds like everyone's up for it again
kind of
this
a
year.
nerd
So,
sport.
Sweet.
but we're gonna expand it this year. Like last year, we went from 8 till midnight last year. This was the Thursday before RTX, and we ended up basically having to cut tickets at like 8:05 because so many people showed up that they filled it up for the whole night.
I
And we were
remember-
racing till 1 a.m.
I remember just seeing backpacks.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
pictures of just seas of backpacks.
So awesome. That was so much fun. So
You mean
anyway,
Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter backpack.
Of course.
but anyway,
And
and they've
merchandise.
changed the track. For those who came last year to the K1 thing, they've changed the track up now, and so it's more technical. So the times are slower, but it's a lot more difficult.
If
to get
if
around.
they made it the Top Gear track, I would absolutely go do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You should. Have you not gone to K1 with us?
I have not.
Oh, dude.
Yay!
I'm a loser. I
We gotta go.
Link is my hero. Made Kawhi Barbara as well, per your request.
The sparkles really do it.
I want that picture.
All right,
It's gonna be my profile picture.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah.
You're awesome. All right, well, it's about time to wrap up.
All right.
We got to go. So
Oh,
thanks,
Gus.
Gotta
thanks
go buy
everyone
some
for joining
mods.
us. We got to go buy some mods and some foosball
And some
tables.
iWatches.
Thanks to everyone who came to Supernova in Australia. You guys were awesome. Just want to say that.
Thanks to everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who wasn't at Supernova in Australia. You're also awesome.
Yep,
Yeah.
everyone.
All right, there's 5 tickets left for RTX. RTXevent.com, right? Is that
I'm
right?
gonna buy
Yes.
4.
There you
All
go.
right.
So buy your
Bye.
tickets.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
Gus, 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 Gus.
Wow.
Gus.
Wow.
Yes.